Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi, and oops. The little menu thing is still on there, let me just close that real quick. My bad. Keep there. Yep, disappeared. All good now. Man, I was a little bit late since my mom was talking to me about my auntie's son's visiting on Sunday and reminding me to clean up. I'm like, Mother, I know I'll clean up by then. I feel like it's better to clean up the day before rather than early in the week. Just because, you know, like, dust is gonna gather. Also, I'm lazy and a procrastinator, but the dust, yes, the dust. It's better when things are clean the day before. So for now, let's see. Section 13. Thou art the ardor that corrupts the stars. Part 5. Boop. And though I need more Saint Quartz, I tried again yesterday. I tried one multi-pull again. No Lancelot, and nothing new, unfortunately. But it's fine. Dot dot dot. Where am I? You don't look like your ray shift's sick. What? You didn't get enough sleep last night? What? Oh. Am I being haunted? If you're tired, then go back to sleep. But if you have a reason to be up, then stay up. Are you listening to me? Dot dot dot, long time no see, bro. Anu, hello, what am I doing today? Continuing my lovely adventure through Olympus. Totally lovely. It's not like my character's hallucinating right now. Ugh, fine. Don't say I didn't warn you. Is something wrong, Patchy? Oh, good morning, Miss Misaki. Miss Misaki? See for yourself what's wrong with her. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she ate something she shouldn't have. Maybe she heard some weird song somewhere. I mean, wouldn't it be the first time I ate something that I shouldn't have? A song? Yeah. Did they have songs back where you came from? Oh yes, we had 7 of them. There were 4 about envoys and 3 about the giants. The second envoy one was always my favorite. But never mind that now. What are we going to do about Miss Misaki? Should we help her lie down? Or give her some medicine? Maybe we ought to take her to a doctor. A doctor? Now, who do we know around here who might know something about medicine? Aha! Got it. Hey, Asha, over here! And don't forget the horse! Good morning? Oh, hi, miss. What's wrong? Does your tummy hurt? A horse? Did someone just call me a horse? Now, this is an interesting cast of dream characters. I mean, my buddies from my other Lost Belts, but... Red hair, what are you doing here? I mean Lubu, yes, Lubu. Well, Lubu's fame is as broad and gallant as any noble steed, and I am none other than Lubu. Regardless, I do have an obligation to let you and your father ride on my back through the stirring morning air, Lady Asha. Now, if you wouldn't mind, Lady Asha, please get up on my back. Ah yes, ventriloquism, my favorite. I think it's because of this little, what is this pop filter thing I got for my mic? It's way too big! But it's an attachment, and I thought it'd be good. Now, if you wouldn't mind, Lady Asha, please get up on my back. But what about Miss Misaki? I think there's something wrong with her. Oh, now that you mention it, she does seem pale. Right? She does, doesn't she? What should we do? I don't see what we can do. It looks like she's hearing the song. I had a feeling that was it. Song? What song? Song? What song? You know. Oh. Head of R&D. R&D? R&D? Whatever that is. Your vitals and physical exams all check out. Man, you are in incredible shape, you know that? But it also looks to me like you're pushing yourself too hard. Oh, research and development makes sense for Da Vinci. I can observe your vitals and physical stats all day long, but aside from things like brainwave measurements, pulse rate, and blood pressure, the problem is that I can't actually take a peek into your mind. Hey, you kind of instinctively know what you need to do to pass a test, don't you? Hello? I guess that's no surprise since you've done them so many times, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. Listen, Misaki. You're not here to make us happy by getting full marks on your tests. All you need to do is be honest and let yourself fail the tests you can't easily pass now. It's for your own good. If you fail, there's no one who can take your place? That's true. There's a lot resting on your shoulders, and no one to take up what you can't carry. I understand that. But if nothing else, you can still at least let us worry about you and help you how we can, right? Okay. I can hear a song. Okay. Thank you. On my merry way. If you're tired, then go back to sleep. But if you have a reason to be up, then stay up. Are you listening to me? ... Ugh, fine. Don't say I didn't warn you. Is something wrong, Patchy? Oh, good morning, Miss Misaki. Miss... Saki? See for yourself what's wrong with her. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she ate something she shouldn't have. Maybe she heard some weird song somewhere. A song? Yeah. Do they have songs back where you came from? Oh yes, we had 7 of them. There were 4 about the envoys and 3 about the giants. The second envoy was always my favorite. But never mind that now. What are we going to do about Miss Misaki? Should we help her lie down? Or should we give her some medicine? Maybe we ought to take her to a doctor. A doctor? Now who do we know around here who might know something about medicine? Aha! Got it. Hey, Asha, over here. And don't forget the horse. Good morning? Oh, hi, miss. What's wrong? Does your tummy hurt? A horse? Did someone just call me a horse? Well, Lubu's frame is as broad and gallant as any noble steed, and I am none other than Lubu. Regardless, I do have an obligation to let you and your father ride on my back through the stirring morning air, Lady Asha. Who, after I finish Olympus, I would go after 5.5. Chronological order. Now, if you wouldn't mind, Lady Asha, please get up on my back. But what about Miss Misaki? I think there's something wrong with her. Oh, now that you mention it, she does seem pale. Right? She does, doesn't she? What should we do? I don't see what we can do. It looks like she's hearing the song. I had a feeling that was it. And even if it's optional, I'd want to do them. I feel kind of like I feel bad about skipping like the remnants before heading on to the Lost Belts last time, but I did it for Onikure. But this time it's not a huge rush, so I want to go for them. I had a feeling that was it. Song? What song? You know. I am stuck in a loop. Your vitals and physical exams all check out. Man, you are in incredible shape, you know that? But it also looks to me like you're pushing yourself too hard. I can observe your vitals and physical stats all day long, but aside from things like brainwave measurements, pulse rate, and blood pressure, the problem is that I can't actually take a peek into your mind. Hey, you kind of instinctively know what you need to do to pass these tests, don't you? I guess it's no surprise since you've done them so many times, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. Listen, Misaki, you're not here to make us happy by getting full marks in your tests. All you need to do is be honest and let yourself fail the tests you can't easily pass now. It's for your own good. If you fail, there's no one who can take your place? That's true. There is a lot resting on your shoulders, and no one to take up what you can't carry. I understand that. But if nothing else, you can still at least let us worry about you, and help you how we can, right? Okay, I can hear a song. Alright. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for telling me, Misaki. I feel like if I put okay again, they would send me back to the loop, and I don't want to go back. Not again. You're right. You are hearing a song right now. It is a divine melody, heard in your soul, not your ears. The song's already seized your cerebral cortex and limbic system, so your mind could fall apart at any time. We need to find you a doctor. Doctor?
Man. I'm talking about those two. Man. When did they get so close? Makes me feel like I'm back in college, or even high school. It's enough to make me forget I'm actually an advanced research institution. I'm actually at an advanced research institution. Oh, but don't get me wrong. I mean it all in a good way. My job might be kind of dull, but when I see young people like that who are still so full of potential, well...
Who are you, sir? I don't recognize you.
It just gets me right in the feels, you know. And again, I don't mean that in a weird way. I think it's 'cause I've got a much younger sister back home. I just get all misty-eyed whenever I see them. Well, speak of the devil. Alright, I'm heading back to work. Don't tell them I said anything, okay? I mean it.
Hey, sir. Oh, good morning, senpai. Oh. Aww. Oh, sadness. Hello, Ray Shift compatible person. Morning, Misaki. Are you okay? You don't look so hot. Did you go outside the base or something? She's right, senpai. You're very pale. In fact, it looks like something is very wrong with you. Is it that bad? Yes. This isn't what senpai's usually like at all. I think she's in serious danger. We need to get her to the doctor immediately. Doctor. Wanna sing together? I'm tempted for the second one. You know, I gotta do it. Hey, Mash, you wanna sing together? No, Misaki. Oh, I can see your face, actually. We can't hear the goddess's song, only you can. And nah, Mash isn't the only person who doesn't have their face obscured. Lubu was fine. Cough, red hair. Hurry. It won't be long before her song seizes control of your heart. That song is a song of love. It twists your very soul. It can send even 1,000 armies to their deaths in an instant. It's a form of mental corruption that forces those who hear it to kill everything they hold dear, even as it sings of love and affection. You already know what's going on, don't you? I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. You've heard all this before you fell into this state. You need to wake up. Hurry. You're in an especially precarious state now that you've touched the barrel. You mustn't stay here for long. Please, you need to wake up. If you don't, you'll end up killing Mash. Oh hell no, I will not! What am I doing to Mash in the real world? Director?
Director? Whatever are you talking about?
Inspector? Inspector Gordolf. That's actually kind of... that actually sounds kind of nice. Inspector Gordolf.
I'm the reputable inspector of the clock tower sent here to, well, inspect the place. Really, Sion? You simply must do a better job of training your employees.
Then... where is the director? Aw, I was hoping it was gonna be the derpy speech again. Like, then where is the director? No, normal.
How should I know where your director is? Wait, does this mean he's been dismissed from his post? Really? Do you really mean to say you dismissed no less a figure than an ex-lord from his post? What kind of messed up organization am I inspecting here?
Ex-lord?
No, that can't be right. In fact, now that I've taken a closer look, I can see she's deathly pale. She can't possibly be in her right mind.
Oh wow, you're right. This is not good at all. She clearly needs immediate medical attention. Doctor, I'm so sorry to bother you on your break, but this is an emergency. The doctor at the cafeteria? I assume the doctor's making berserker noises based on that text. Or because it's a doctor, everything's redacted. Because, you know, confidentiality. Misaki. Are you... the... doctor? I hear singing! Now, it's doctor, there's a question mark, but I believe... Yo, doctor, I hear singing! I must have been dreaming. I saw people who couldn't be there. And... I hear singing.
What incredibly poor taste. I see. So if love and beauty are worth, then the god of both controls worth itself. I suppose I should have expected such an ancient machine to come out swinging. It certainly seems to have worked. Though really, when it comes to humans, intelligent life forms with minds that constantly seek fellow souls to form connections, I can see why an attack of this manner would be so effective. Gah! It's so damn noisy. My flames can easily handle a fair amount of corruption, but this is just too much.
Hello, mysterious shadow.
So, a god, huh? One that came right out of the gate as the ruler of minds. And this god is a machine that's been around since ancient times. Ha! What a joke. It's just a big hunk of floating metal. A broken down music box that happened to learn a few new tricks. Listen to me, Misaki. This is very important. Remember the black barrel. Remember the command spell ammunition. No matter what kind of transcendent, destructive light you may touch, your soul is yours alone.
Thank you, Shadow. Also, I have my command spells, they replenished. But in this stream, there are people here who shouldn't be. They're right here. I still want to talk to them. I still want to be with all of them. Don't worry, Self, we'll be with them. We have the craft essences of them. They're with us in spirit.
Then stop. Forget everything I ever told you and just stop. I'm not thrilled about it, but as always, the choice is yours.
Mr. Engineer, I don't remember you. I'm so sorry, sir. Yeah, you don't ring any bells. Sorry, my dude. I mean, maybe we talked a bunch, but at this point, I don't remember you. But... yes? I can't stop now. No, I suppose not. I still haven't found an answer I can be proud of.
I see. That's so like you, Misaki. Then open your eyes, my accomplice. Open your eyes and extend your hand. Extend your hand up to the sky. As the Roman Emperor says, there is nothing beyond your reach. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Nothing. If you wish, you may give yourself over to the ancient goddess's song, fall to the curse, let yourself be overwhelmed, and snap your beloved flower clean in two. Or you may continue to rebel down to your very last brain cell, let loose a battle cry, and stretch your hand out towards the one you love. To be human is to wish, to want, to struggle, to harbor immense desires. If this decrepit bucket of bolts, calling yourself a god, would try to stop you, then kill her. Or if I know you, I know you can make it happen.
Ah yes, I am manifesting getting out of here. Senpai. Senpai. Mash? Is this Olympus? Mash? I can hear a song. Yes, it's me. Oh, thank goodness. You're awake again. Musashi and Holmes are okay too. Right after you collapsed, Caligula.
Fortunately, my noble phantasm, Lucticulus Diana, was able to temporarily counteract Venus's mental attack. I may not be able to use it multiple times in succession, but fortunately, I don't have to. Blavatsky's predictions were right on the mark.
Thank you, Uncle from the refrigerator. Uncle Caligula, I'm gonna miss you after this lost belt. I mean, I have my Caligula, but this one I can actually have conversations with, and I like this.
The twins have already accomplished our ultimate objective. All that remains now is to bring the floating goddess of beauty down from the sky. Damn straight, we pulled off what we came here for.
Thank you, Caligula. Your noble phantasm was just what we needed to fight Aphrodite. We knew her power could control minds. Your noble phantasm uses Artemis's authority to affect minds as well.
They effectively cancel each other out. Fascinating. At any rate, my apologies for attacking you all.
Same here, sorry. And thanks, Canis and Caligula.
I was looking forward to cutting you in half. Guess it'll have to wait. Right now, the important thing is that the Emperor's noble phantasm got rid of that weird singing voice. Now's our chance to smack down that overgrown pelvis on wings. Indeed, we cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Misaki!
Wow. It's time to strike back. But How are we gonna reach her without a spell or a mystic code for flight? I'm not gonna ask any questions. It's time to strike back. Right.
Aphrodite appears to be hovering at a fairly significant height. She's apt to shoot us down well before we can reach her with an airwalk or the like. Exactly. That's why we're going to use this to take it to the skies. Connecting to Prometheus Hephaestus transmission network. There. Linking spaces and transmitting matter now. Prepare for instantaneous expansion. Everyone, stand back a bit. This space is about to be twisted off.
Whoa. Did the space around us just start warping?
I initially assumed this to be some manner of large-scale spatial manipulation spell, but it seems to be more akin to ultra-high-speed matter transport, or perhaps teleportation. Come forth, Stim Valides.
We get a ship. We get a cool ship. Ooh, hello, hello. I like it. Wait, I want to steer it a little bit. It looks like a bird. A very cool bird. Or maybe like a Zekrom. I approve of it. Where was this hiding? Was it invisible this whole time?
This is our aircraft. Stymphalides Blackwing. It's the God Destroyer Alliance's one and only ultrasonic mobile fighter. Edison, Nikola Tesla, and Helena built it themselves. Aphrodite's air-to-ground attacks cover way too much area, so we can't head straight for her, Icarus style.
Instead, we're going to use Stymphalides to send you all up even higher.
I see. So we'll be looking down the goddess from above. How very insolent. However, I think such insolence suits me now. I will go and face it from on high. Who will accompany me?
Oh, you better believe I'm coming along too. I've gotta make up for attacking you guys earlier.
I'll come too. I can scarcely be able to look myself in the mirror until I've made proper amends. Oh no you don't. I'm coming along too. Besides, this god's still got healing authority keeping her safe, right? Then you're gonna need me and my spear to dismantle it. Besides, I'm sick and tired of holding down the damn fort. Me and Aphrodite got plenty of unfinished business of our own. I'm gonna smack her bitch ass out of the sky.
Let's all go together. Can I ask you two to handle the controls? I don't think any of us can drive it. But you know, let's all go together. I'm just gonna assume they're gonna automatically be the pilots. Or there's autopilot, if not oops. Right, Master?
Everyone, get on. We're gonna take off in no more than 5 seconds.
Okay. Initiating Stymphalides' flight preparations. Unfurling beam cell. Releasing safety. All artificial gravity systems are green. Igniting reactor. Firing up the engine. All flight preparations complete. Macarios.
Here we go. Hang on tight. This is faster than I expected. And it looks like mystery light.
Right. Senpai, you'll need to put on a mystic coat so you can breathe. What about you, Mash? I'm sorry for all the trouble. I believe in you, Mash. Not at all. Making sure you stay healthy is very important to me. Alright, here you go, Senpai. This breathing mystic coat should supply you with oxygen, as long as you wear it.
You really are weak, aren't you?
And yet, she still didn't think twice about coming along with us. I think that's pretty impressive, don't you?
Huh? Oh, for shit's sake. If that's true, that makes Jason a badass too. Well, I guess he kinda was, in his own way.
Good job, Jason.
We're about to break through the clouds. I don't think she's noticed us yet, but... Whoa! You all finally made it up to the sky, huh? Guess this means it's time for Operation God Destroyer's second phase, which means it's my turn to help out.
You're going to help us? You mean, you've got another 7-link heroic spirit cannon type thing in outer space?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya, Chaldea boss? That's right, though it might not be as flashy as that was. We're all dead, kaput. There ain't a single one of us left anymore. But we did our best to leave behind everything we could. The 7-link heroic spirit cannon, the great summoning circle plan, Caligula, and me. I left you a giant golden surprise. It might not pack enough punch to take down a god in one blow, but it's still one of my hella cool favorites. Now, it's the God Destroyer Alliance and Chaldea's to use however you like.
What is it? And cliffhanger. Okay. And we're still fighting stuff in outer space, but man, when I think of outer space enemies, I think of the ones from, you know, Saber Wars. Then just thinking of those monkeys that kept on destroying the ship.
Those monkeys scarred me.
A new hello hello. Weep in remorse, humans.
Prostrate yourselves before me. Know that I hear every one of your anguished screams. Worry not. By tomorrow, your pain will all be gone. But residents, until I kill every last one of the Chaldeans, you shall have to continue killing each other a while longer.
Oh, I guess everyone on Earth or on Olympus are fighting each other.
I'm afraid the plan is to wing it. At this point, that is the most effective tactic we can employ for Operation God Destroyer. You serious? So you want to just roll the dice on this? Unfortunately, there is no accurate way to measure the enemy's firepower, so we have little choice but to try to find an opening we can exploit. Fortunately, we now have a number of methods available to us, which to fight back, so I am certain we will find a way to bring Aphrodite down.
The meter wasn't too bad with Enkidu on my side to just stun her and stun her. Enkidu's gonna be so good against these bosses. She's seen us, and she's sending a spiritual attack our way. Caligula, why are you opening the canopy?
This is my stage. It is only right that I stand proudly upon it. Closing the canopy back up.
Oh yeah, true. Korean Sky wasn't too bad. But maybe Enkidu will be good against the others, who knows? Ugh, fear. Caligula's standing right on top of it, and his magical energy is spiking rapidly. Aphrodite's spiritual attack is about to hit us.
Rah! Meticulous Diana!
That's Caligula's noble phantasm.
He's still able to neutralize the mental corruption, but the enemy is bound to come at us even harder now. We'll need to descend and evade her attack, so we can get into position to strike back. Makarios. Hold on tight, Caligula. Grab onto the canopy and don't let go. Here we go!
Let's do this. Let's go, Master. wonder who's a better driver, Makarios or Gordolf? I see you. I see you, tiny ones. How dare you humans brazenly use wings to reach me? How dare you defy a god in your puny organic bodies? Ooh, she's firing off a bunch of attacks.
Diana!
Thank you, Uncle Caligula. Yo, you were the MVP up here.
Ah, goddess, oh Venus, exquisite goddess of beauty, ancestor of my grandmother, no beyond proper human history. A man called Aeneas was a son of Prince Anchises of Troy, a man you once loved yourself. And Aeneas himself was my grandmother Sylvia's father. That means your love is directly responsible for the birth of Rome itself. As you come from this lost belt, you surely not know those names, but I will never forget the debt Rome owes you. Though you may now be a goddess of love who utterly lacks the emotion over which she holds sway, we shall never forget our love for you.
Oh, it's Anchises.
So now is the time for Rome to part ways with your lost belt self. Behold, this is humanity's yearning, given form. Come, rider!
Is he summoning someone? What? What?
Golden!
What? Where did he come from? So that's what my golden boy left us inside of space, I guess. Where'd he come from?
Oh yeah!
What? What are you? Kintoki's interlude? Kind of. I know he mentioned, like, something bear, I think. On that day, in interstellar mountainous city, Olympus's East District, countless people turned their gaze skyward. Though the goddess of beauty's spiritual attack had nearly destroyed the minds and souls of nearly 80% of the Olympian residents, they still looked up to the sky. There they saw a titanic steel suit of armor grab hold of the sneering mechanical monstrosity floating high above them. They were reminded instantly of one thing. Ares, the god of war who defied Zeus's rule thousands of years ago, choosing instead to coexist with humanity. Now, this giant humanoid figure has taken up his cause and fights back against the horrid beast of metal. This new guardian of humanity stands against the god's rule. Senpai, a giant humanoid structure has appeared and has attached itself to Aphrodite. And there's something about it that seems to evoke Japan's Heian period. Our emergency test at the God Destroyer Summoning Circle was a success, virtually releasing Sakata Kintoki's noble phantasm data. I mean, they said rider, so I guess this is his rider self?
It worked. It's a virtual summon that uses the Great Summoning Circle. This may not be Operation God Destroyer's key figure, but it's still going to be a huge help in this fight against the machine gods. We all risked our lives here on Olympus. The Great Summoning Circle is meant to call on a grand VIP servant to take on Zeus himself, but first, we thought we'd put it through its paces with a little noble phantasm data. This here's something special we whipped up by mixing in part of my, read Hakata Kintoki's spirit core. As the strongest of the Heian period, this was Boss Raiko and her 4 Heavenly Kings' favorite set of armor. This is the same set that took down the great Tsuchigumo of the Kitayama Rendai Field, the golden huge bear.
Aha, that is the bear.
Because I remember the bear part. Great Noble Phantasm. Setsu Armor Kumano. Golden Huge Bear.
Ah, yes.
Impudent Machine. You're not one. You're one to talk, jackass. Alright, Boss of Chaldea. Fellow heroic spirits. Let's go all out for this one. Full golden power. Holding nothing back. This god is going down.
I know it was fun riding the golem shoulder while punching in the first lost spell, but I want to ride this one shoulder now this time. I want to control the golden bear. Oh, that's fun.
神にその小さき身で挑む本当に美と愛の女神アフロディーテに立ち向かう
What do you mean a small
その
body?
意味を本当に分か
This
って
thing's
いる
huge.
我は魔王信長拠点を越え返上せし神仏主上の仇なり
And even if I die, it's okay. I have
Command spells.
and I also have a thing called ley line stones that are delicious to eat and good for me. And this is fine, regardless. Also, I might as well just give that to her. I'll just use the Noble Phantasm.
ぜひに及ば
Why not? And I'll save that one for now.
星は縮小るほ
我の真なるをその身
Hopefully
に
we'll
刻
take out
む
the
がよ
ど
first
い
星の灯火が消え諸人は運命を裁かれるマハープララヤ耐えて
何かしら
Or at least
我が
close to it.
欲は神仏主上が無人のカバル波順返上三千大戦天王
終わるがいい
Close enough.
それだけか我が剣能をここに
Charmed
お前たち
him.
の靴無駄にはしない狂気なさい
No!
ここで私も
Goodbye, Arjuna. You did your best, my dude. Oh man, I didn't think you'd be charmed like that. Oh, sadness. Sadness, but it's okay.
何のためにもちろん
I want to see if I can break her gauge.
やり負けないぞ
Oof.
それはいつか来る兆しの
Poor
星
Arjuna.
誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょ
Farms and rest.
うやっ
Oh, she's good at rest.
ソウルリラクゼーション
Oh no, I don't like that, ma'am.
我が剣能をここに
Does she just like hate the people in the middle? I mean, love them because she just charms them?
支配でそれだけか
Ma'am, can you just like not do that? Ma'am, seriously, no. Can you just like not? Nobu, please live a little bit longer. Still, oof.
もちろんやります
メッサ
ここで
ソウルリラクゼーション
Terror.
歓喜なさいお前たちの靴無
Ah, goodbye, Nobu. I mean, it's fine. It should be fine even if I use a thing. As in, you know, that wonderful thing called command spell. Yeah. And I just use that one. I'm just gonna use this now. She's probably gonna go poop no matter what, but it's okay. She's trying her best.
コード
Yo,
パンデ
good
ムス
job, then,
入
you
力確
Space
認
Star.
適正地生体を確認量子情報戦闘開始マインドハック無形なバラバラにしてあげる美は支配で覇者検証歓喜なさい
Oof. But yeah, it's fine.
さっさと済ませようぜ
Eh.
負けないぞ
Just like a few
これはい
command
つか
spells
来る
won't
兆し
hurt.
の星
Not
誰に
like
惹か
I
れる
need
までも
them
なく
to
あなた
use
は
the black
星を
barrel
崩
or
すでしょ
anything. Hahaha.
ここで
Good job, Nobu. Oh, I hate that stuff. No, stop charming, man.
狂気なさい
Let me just fiddle with the audio a little bit. There.
こんなもの
Just the tiniest bit. Oh, that is so annoying. I really do hate that stun.
おい来たほらよ
こんなもの
But hey, it's okay.
ソウルリラクゼーション歓喜なさい
Ow.
愛は支配で
Ouch.
このわしが
ごめんなさい
Yeah, at this point, it's fine to use command spells. Hello, world.
もうまだ
You know, let's just... I'll use Castoria plus Nobu's Noble Phantasm. Direct face, because why not? That'll break the gauge for sure. And if not, oof.
運命
Only on special occasions I'll stop bringing AoE. Like for
あれが
Koyan
一緒に
Skaya's
いた終わ
fight.
りの星どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです
Otherwise not, AoE is my favorite.
幕を開けてアラウンドカリマーン
AoE is love and life to me. And Buster especially.
歌順返上権限せよ三千大戦天
Okay, good. If that did not break it, I would have been so sad.
我が剣能をここに
Oh, she
ソウルリラク
healed.
ゼーション
Okay, I'm so happy she charmed Castoria, because if she charmed Arjuna at this point, I would have been so upset. I would have been like, ma'am, stop being smart.
ならばこうしましょ
Oh, sorry, Castoria, you're gonna go poof now, but you did great. You did fantastic, sweetie. You did wonderful. I am proud of you.
う粛清了解しましたなるほど滅亡と創生はこれ表裏一体マハプララヤ一人生きる
何かしら
終わるがいい
Hmm.
狂い咲け炎の海怒
Yeah, great job, Arjuna. You're doing fine.
嘘よ嘘嘘嘘人などに私が神が
I mean, technically, I defeated a god with the god, so she's not gonna be too upset, right? She does not like the thought of humans being her, but this was technically a god fight. How? How dare you touch my skin? How could mere humans damage it? Your power is nothing compared to mine. Let go of me! No way. Now that I got a hold of you, I ain't never letting go. Hey, little Greek goddess, I've got just one question for ya. Ever heard about Kintaro of Mount Ashigata? He had supernatural strength. We're talking about hyper golden gear. And when it came to sumo, not even the toughest bear could beat him. Cause he was invulnerable, baby. Giga Golden Spark. What? Lightning? Golden! But I'm not done yet. Get ready. See, I was only just born from bright red steel, made from a tiny bit of Sakata Kintoki spirit core, and a special great noble phantasm. I'm basically a big old newborn baby. You know what that means? What is this speech? Of course, the natural longevity conceptual weapon will barely hurt you at all. You got it. Now, fire at will, Chaldea boss. Will do. Senpai. It's okay. You don't have to worry about me. Let's end this. It's not like I just used my command spells or anything. Understood, Master. Emergency barrel replica connection complete. Firing position is clear. Releasing paradox effector. Beginning countdown. There. I brought Stymphalides as close to Aphrodite as I can get. You're all good to go. Opening canopy now. Initiating accomplishments measure. Ascertaining Aphrodite's life scale. 1,000, 2, 3. There. It stopped at 3,800. Beginning black barrel transformation. Preparing to burn the dead counter into the gun barrel. Connection in place. I've measured Aphrodite's destiny. Now I'll use the dead counter to turn it from speculation into reality. Was that a higher number or a lower number than the other one? Oh well. Bunker bolt is at its limit. Gun barrel is fully stabilized. Immediate synchronization with barrel replica complete. Ortonax synchronization rate is at 50%. 60. 70. 80. Master, please load the command spell. Yeah, here's my command spell, Mash. I totally have it, Loading command spell into Spiritron Chamber. Yes, I have them. No worries, Mash. Command spell confirmed. Spiritron Chamber is a critical mass. With that critical mass, selecting explosive round firing mode. Barrel replica. Full trance. Preparing to fire. Do it? Go, Mash, go! Look at Mash doing a thing. Oh, I'm so proud of Mash. I wanna keep the golden bear. I hope I don't have to leave him in outer space. I like him. He's a baby. Come along, my new son that I'm adopting. I can see the sky. Demeter. Or Demeter. Is this what you saw at your end too? I can feel my body falling apart, just like hers. I feel myself dying, just like she did. At last, I'll finally get to die. How ironic that the last thing I see will be this starry sky. I lost what I love. I lost what love I had long ago. I feel nothing as I look up at the starry sky, even in these final moments. Still, now that I think of it, Caligula, that proper human history heroic spirit little moon girl cared for, said something interesting. Apparently, I was the ancestor of the founders of a place that became Rome, and loved a man by the name of Anchises. Who is that? Where is that? I have no idea. How could I, having lived in this lost spot all my life? The only one I ever loved was Hephaestus. I've never even heard of those other things. Still, it sounds like my proper human history self's love managed to outlive her. That's so... Aphrodite, please tell me. What do you want now? You really are foreign, aren't you? Let me guess. Did you do the same thing with Demeter? Oh, it's her again. Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Now that you know you're about to disappear, don't you have any regrets? Of course not. Why would I? I'm Aphrodite, a cold, heartless machine. I'm a device for controlling others, a Spiritron information warfare fighter, and intelligent life form guidance vessel. I'm not as kind as Demeter was, so I won't be giving you the kind of answer you want. But you may watch and see how a goddess meets her end if you like. And to see what remains. After a life of control and arrogance, Hephaestus, I what? Great Orbital Shrine, Olympia Dodona. Hanging Perimeter Gardens. Picking flowers, are we? Yes. I thought it was the least I could do. To honor our fallen goddesses, Lady Demeter and Lady Aphrodite. I see. I was wondering what you were up to. That's very kind of you. Why, you seem much more affectionate than any of the other goddesses here, Queen Europa. You're correct. I only seem that way, Pepperoncino. You're a perceptive one, aren't you? The truth is, I'm crueler than anyone else here. Granny, you're really that cruel? Then again, I don't want to see Granny when she's angry, but I do, but I don't, but I do. And then curiosity will kill me. Ooh. Souls to be equals in due course. Alrighty. This'll be a thing.
There. The Stympholetus has landed safely. How are you feeling, Misaki? Can you move?
You know, this flight was a lot better than Arash Airlines. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. I've had worse rides. I've had bumpier rides. Arash Airlines will forever haunt me. She's right. Senpai's vitals are stable. But how? Her body still contains traces of the healing spell, so the effects are being prolonged. Blavatsky knew it would be very dangerous for a human from proper human history to take part in this flight. So she did what she could to make sure they would be as well cared for as possible.
I see. Then we owe her a great deal indeed. However, there's no telling how long these effects will last, so we should still avoid having Miss Misaki push herself for too long.
Right.
Okay, luckily it looks like she can still move for now. Mind all getting off of the Stympholetus so I can miniaturize it and put it away. After that, we'll head back home.
Oh, he's miniaturizing it. Now I'm imagining it to be like the size of a Hot Wheel. There we go. A brilliant landing. Are you okay, Mash? Has your weapon cooled down yet? Yes, I'm fine. The gun barrel has completely cooled off. Here, Senpai. I'll help you back down to the ground. Excuse me while I pick you up. There. Okay, we're back on the ground. You did wonderfully today, Senpai. Thanks, Smash. Great job yourself. Thank you. I'm glad our mission was a success. Well.
Damn, so that big red armor's all gone now, huh? I was looking forward to smashing it to bits.
Aw, not my son, the golden bear.
Should you have another chance, Canis, I would ask that you kindly refrain from doing so. That armor will undoubtedly be a key component in Operation God Destroyer going forward, after all. We can only summon Huge Bear temporarily, since he uses a ton of magical energy. Basically, he's only a virtual noble phantasm, so it's very hard to keep him materialized all the time.
At least, that's what Kintoki and Blavatsky said. I'm afraid we didn't really understand any of it. Bo was really excited about Huge Bear. I suppose he must really like those sorts of giant things? Some people just love big robots, or anything that looks like them. I mean, what do you think about Huge Bear, Mash? I like him. That is my new son. I am adopting him. I liked it too. Its red tinted color scheme was so vivid, but it also felt soft and cuddly, like a plush animal. Oh.
Alright, we can continue this chat later. Right now, we need to return to base as quickly as possible. Most of this district's citizens may be gone now, but it's only a matter of time until more soldiers and autonomous weapons make their way here. We completely exhausted our magical energy at our fight against Aphrodite, so our priority now is to recuperate. From there, we can plan our next objective and... Do you really think there'll be a next for you? It's you. Goddamn twin bastards!
Hello. Konnichiwa. The deal's scary. Are you okay, Holmes?
Oh yes, if not for Canis' spear, my head would be tumbling across the floor right now. I must express my gratitude for that. Congratulations, Chaldeans.
We're going to kill you here, Chaldeans. Come on, guys. Now, seriously?
We just finished a battle against a machine god, and we're worn right the heck out. There's no honor in taking us out when we're completely exhausted. Don't be ridiculous. My swordsmanship is light itself. It's useless. No mere human could ever take us by surprise. If I were Ares, I might commend you for destroying 2 machine gods, or if you count the ones in Atlantis. But you'll get no such praise from me. God destroyers? What a joke. Your efforts amount to nothing more than killing gods with the powers of other gods, and if that weren't bad enough, you're even brazenly using Clearnomia.
Yeah, Castor, whatever.
Go ahead. Try to fire that black light at us, humans. We are light. We're what shines forth in the wake of a storm. This is where the God Destroyer Alliance dies.
Yeah. We're using the power of gods, but you guys got destroyed by a mere human. Stares at Woe Diamond when he almost destroyed me too. Like, speak for yourself. Me. Man, I kinda did want Dioscuri, but they're brats. Mainly Castor. Aw, they brought their pets, the Chimera and the Lamia. How adorable. Eh. I'll just start up. No, I'll use both Noble Phantasms just to at least break that gauge. I wish I had them. I didn't get them, sadly. I tried, but no. I was like, come home. You're supposed to be part of, like, Jason's crew technically, right? But unfortunately, no. Maybe this will break their gauge, or at least very close to breaking it. Aw, so close. Dang, they're really mad at my Nobu. But at the same time, I'm kinda happy that they filled up her gauge. That I appreciate. Everything else, I do not. I'll just give that to her for now. You know, she can take that heal. Otherwise, I'm just gonna break their gauge. Oops, I meant to use 2 Arjuna, but it should be fine. Now that would have been embarrassing if it didn't break because I did that. Oh, I hate how they have an evade. These brats. Yep. But it's okay, I'm just gonna focus on other stuff for now. It's just one turn. I will go after the Lamia and fill up a gauge because why not? So close. Oh no, that hurt. Well, this will potentially hurt. A lot. But it's fine. I'm sorry, Castoria. Sorry, girl. Well, she did her job. Oh no. Nobu. Bye. Well, that was a thing that just happened. Okay. Alright. Yeah. That was a thing. A thing indeed.
もちろん負けないぞ。
I have nothing to say for that. Except for Nobu, I will avenge you. I will become the Avenger in her place. Aw, goodbye, Arjuna. I was hoping you'd live. I mean, that would have been nice. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine, honestly.
何のために？
And they're for you, Nobu.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても、私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けて。アラウンドカリバーン。
Thank you, Castoria. Ouch. Oh, they went for all three of them. That's actually kind of cute. Yeah, not gonna lie, that was kind of adorable. Come on, Nobu. Good job. Oh no, I feel fear now. No, not Nobu. Thank you for not just destroying Nobu outright. But I hate how you stunned her. I mean, you charmed her. Kiara, how could you fall for those charms? I mean, very, very charming, but still. Don't fall for the charms. Resist that origin Lamia. I believe in you. Great job, Nobu. Nobu has avenged Nobu. As one dude. Ow. Well, I'm just gonna believe in Kiara. She knows she can do good. Yeah, you're doing great, sweetie. Very, very great. I believe in her. She'll do fine. There's only 4 enemies left. It's alright. Perfect. And now there's one left. Hello, Origin Chimera. Hey there, buddy. I just want to keep her alive for sure, just in case, even though I don't really have to do that. And 2 charges after her first skill for her third skill to do extreme damage. Maybe I'll try that next time. I needed to use her second skill first, though. Fill up her gauge for sure. And a delicious bond points. Yummy. Gotta raise them bonds. Is that all you've got? Divine spirits, huh? Wow, I've never come up against a sword and shield made of light before. Their magical energy is tough enough as it is, but the worst part is their insane speed. Even their fists move like light.
These two aren't at all like the machine gods who just grind away at you with their authority. They're just a ludicrously powerful servant. You think you can compete with my sword? Or with Big Brother's shield? You? Do you think you're competing now? How are you going to string enough moves together to cut us down? Well, we just finished a big boss fight and we're tired, so we're not in our peak condition, you know. Go on, human sword fighter, tell me. Miten Ichiryu. Niten Ichiryu Baritsu Beam. Well, that last part was only in jest, but did it take you by surprise? But it did take you by surprise, didn't it? Caligula! Rah! Hear me, O goddess! Laticulus Diana!
That's Artemis's big brother.
Worry not, Pollux. A little mental attack like this is not...
Wind attack. Gah. Everyone hurry.
The smokescreen spell won't last long. We need to fall back now.
Senpai. Fall back. Let's go. Right. Bye.
Curse you! How dare you escape from me, not once, but twice? Such insolence, such impudence, such irreverence. How dare you disrespect us like this?
Big brother.
Chaldea, Chaldea, Chaldea! Rah! I'll kill every last one of you humans myself.
Is what you think, Castor, but no. I will bonk you myself. And maybe summon you someday.
And make you work under Jason, heh!
You and me. We've been together ever since you were born. You're precious to me. No one could ever take your place. I even think, at one point, I could know your thoughts as if they were my own. But that was a long, long time ago. Now, honestly, I can't really tell what you are thinking anymore. Not clearly. Sometimes I guess right, sometimes I guess wrong. But either way, I trust you, and I love you. I love you more than anyone in the world. No, more than any person who ever was, is, or ever will be. That's kind of intense. Great Orbital Shrine, Olympia Dodona. Machina Corridor.
Damn them and their cursed nature. If this wasn't the Great Orbital Shrine, I'd be burning it to the ground as we speak. How dare that mere human heroic spirit use a noble phantasm to hinder my divine mind? Can you think of anything more humiliating, Pollux?
Yes, it's terrible, Big Brother. But there was nothing we could do, since that noble phantasm also uses divine power. As the noble phantasm derived from the moon goddess, Artemis's Spiritron information warfare functionality. Of course, they would be able to obstruct even us for a fleeting moment. But that was a singular occurrence. Now that we know about it, we have deployed a resistance and it will never work on us again. So please, calm yourself, Big Brother.
Yes, you're right. We may have died and been reborn as divine spirits, but Father's protection is still with us. That sort of cheap imitation authority won't work on us twice.
That's right, Big Brother.
All that remains now is to find out where they're hiding.
Indeed. Once you do, we will snuff them out once and for all.
By the way, do we still not have permission to destroy the frontier zone?
No, unfortunately. Queen Europa insists that, as one of Olympias's production districts, it is too important to destroy. It seems the only way we'll be able to destroy an entire district is if one of Father's revelations permits it.
Queen Europa, huh? She's got a lot of nerve for a fusion of human heroic spirit and god. How dare she be the one to speak for Father instead of proper gods like us? Whatever sort of connection she may have to proper human history, I still find her actions the height of insolence.
Europa, you gotta go bonk your feisty son. Your feisty stepson.
I can only imagine how poor Lady Hera must feel being fused with that. I wouldn't be able to stand it.
Big brother.
Am I wrong, little sister?
No, big brother. However,
What is it?
these decisions come from the almighty Zeus himself. I don't think it's in our place to criticize.
Of course it's our place. I have every right to be angry about this.
Big brother. Big brother, shut your mouth or else we're gonna get grounded, big brother. He's gonna get slapped. Phew, back to the base. Initiating God Destroyer Alliance base emergency underground move. Just a head up, everyone. The whole place is going to shake even more than last time. Whee!
Reconfirming emergency steps. Everything checks out. Sorry about all the shaking. We need to get out of here as soon as possible, so I'm really booking it this time.
Really? It doesn't seem that bad to me. How about you, Fo? Fo. Looks like you're doing fine too. Are you doing okay, Senpai? How are you feeling right now? I'm fine, thank you. A little unsteady, but I think it's just the floor shaking. Plus, we just got off of a ship, and we also fought a bunch. And I used my command spells. I mean, I only used one, clearly, haha. So, you're dizzy? Then you might have other symptoms too. You need to rest up as soon as possible. Come on, Senpai. Let's find a place where you can lie down. I see. Don't worry, Mash. She's fine. This is nothing like what she went through after shooting the meter. It really is just the floor shaking that's got her unsteady, that's all. Also, I'm hungry, Musashi. Can you ask Adele for me to make me a snack because I like cooking? Thank goodness. Wow.
Dioscuri. Those damn Dioscuri. All I could do was run away yet again.
Calm down, Makarios.
All we ever do is run away again and again and again. How many times has it been now? We're the only humans left in the whole alliance. I swore I'd avenge the others, but I'm no closer than I was back then.
Maybe not, but you still saved our lives, so thank you.
Only because I can't have you guys die on us. Now that even the proper human history heroic spirits are gone, you're all we've got left. Failure is not an option. As much as I want revenge, the mission still comes first.
Oh.
By the way, I need to tell you guys something. You know that smokescreen spell we used the first time we saved you? Well, we can't use it anymore. They've seen it too many times now.
Oh, really? That's too bad. It looked like it was even cutting off far sight spells and such.
Do you mean those mystic codes that resemble portable cannons? I was most impressed by how effectively you employed them for both offensive and defensive purposes. Then again, I did notice how you were swapping between different spells and magecraft bases with every shot, so I suppose this means you've used them all up.
Yes, that's right. We work with both the heroic spirits and the collaborator to make these mystic codes we've been using. They can use Egyptian, Scandinavian, Eastern European, Greek, Celtic, and Roman spells without relying on divine spirits. So your mystic codes can use spells from multiple different magecraft foundations in parallel. But, 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 That kind of thing would be unthinkable in modern magecraft. Really, they sound more like incredible artifacts than they do mystic codes.
That is doubtlessly why they were effective against even the gods. But unfortunately, it seems that effectiveness was short-lived. It's the same with Caligula's noble phantasm. I don't think it'll work on them again either. By now, the Dioscuri are sure to have figured out that it's a mental attack derived from Artemis's authority. So next time, they'll be ready for it. I see. So the ancient twin gods have already seen through my noble phantasm.
Oh?
Hello. Once again, I've come back without waiting to be rebooted. Let me just launch it right into an explanation. Time for Operation God Destroyer. To enter its final phase. Thanks to you, the summoning circles are in place. All that remains is the final key we need to destroy Zeus.
That means we need to finish the Grand Summon article. Unfortunately, we can't with the Alliance's R&D skills alone.
At this point, we can only hope that the collaborator has made significant progress with its construction. But unfortunately, we have no means of contacting them.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh?
You're shitting us, right? You came all this way, and now you're just leaving the rest to chance. So what? All this moving around we're doing is in this base really is just running away? Huh. This is great. I love flailing about and hoping I get lucky. You guys are even bigger idiots than I thought. I can't remember the last time I laughed this hard. You might be idiots, but you're my kind of idiot. Well, I can understand where they're coming from, at least in terms of security. It just goes to show how cautious this collaborator is. Being with their identity, they must have an important reason for keeping it secret. Though of course, I can make some educated guesses as to what it may be. Oh yeah? Go on then, detective, let's hear 'em. And don't give me any of your clever talk shit, or I'll cut your tongue off, and the rest of your head with it. To begin,
My bestie! Pepe, you're here? Wait, how'd you get here, Pepe? I mean, Pepe, my bestie! Long time no see!
okay, that's enough of that.
What did he get here? Did he completely erase his presence?
No, that's not it. He used some sort of spell to appear instantly.
I want to know instant teleportation. Or instant transmission. I'm jealous.
Is he using some kind of Godspeed technique? Jinso Kutsu? That's way too good for a mere human practitioner. He must be pushing himself really hard to pull off this kind of magical stealth. Ugh, man. I didn't think I would change all that much even after I became a heroic spirit, but I guess this is part of my new magic resistance. Man, it's weird being this sensitive to spellwork of some kind. The hell? Aren't you one of the cryptors?
I mean, Kadok was here earlier. But I'm happy Pepe's here. He's my favorite.
Humph. After all that trouble I took to sneak past the heroic and divine spirits and jump into your base while it was moving, this is the welcome I get? I was hoping for a stiff cocktail, not a bunch of silly infighting. You really should have managed to learn at least a thing or two about style by now. Right, Mashi?
Pepe? Roast banana pepperoncino! Where'd the roast banana part come from? Pepe, you're here in Olympus too? You know, this is my new nickname for him. Roast banana pepperoncino. Roast banana. Roast banana, I gotta remember that. Roast banana Pepe.
Oh, you. It's Scandinavia Pepperoncino. I know it's a fake name, but it's still my fake name. I swear, you are such a little imp. Lucky for you. I love that sort of thing. You've got to enjoy the little things in life.
Aw, Pepe liked the nickname Roast Banana. True, we did share bananas in Lost Boat 4. They were roasted though? I thought they were raw.
Anyway, I don't need to bother introducing myself at this point, do I? So, you remember Kadok, right? Basically, I'm the collaborator's other little helper. Kadok all but begged me. He said to tell you to come and get what you're looking for. Wait, does that mean what I think it means?
I think so. Are you talking about the last thing we need for the operation's final phase?
You got it, hon. The article you've been waiting for is just about ready for you to come pick it up. Hey, twin cuties. What were your names again? Macarios and Adele? Yeah.
Yes.
You can move this base anywhere underground you like, right? Then I can give you the exact coordinates right now. The coordinates to where exactly? Why, the collaborator's secret workshop / hideout, of course.
It ain't gonna be a secret after this. Thanks, Pepe. Pepe, why can't you just stay with us forever? I like you, Pepe. My favorite crypter, Pepe. Stay with me forever, Pepe. Though I feel some fear, so I will use someone without the Bondcraft essence. Does this one do? Nope. There's 3 different enemy types. Ooh, increase attack by 10% and NP gain by 10%. You know, I like that. That's a good Bondcraft essence. I gotta bring the Bondcraft essence one more, rather than the Bond one. I mean, I just technically said Bond and Bond, but whatever. Oh. We've arrived at the designated coordinates. We're immediately beneath Altar Town and in the middle of the city.
We'll have to hoof it from here. Come on, everyone. Get ready to leave. I want to see you all ready to be out the door in 30. Okay, 60 seconds. Looks like you're all set, Mashy.
Yes. I'm ready. I've already equipped the Ortonax. I'm ready to. I am good to go anytime too. I'm ready to. Oh yeah, the Amakusa Shiro craft essence is pretty good too. No problems here either.
I am a sword fighter after all. I'm always expecting a fight to break out at any time. So we're underneath Altar Town, huh?
All the staring.
Adele, Macarios, can you tell us what this area of the city is like? This is right near where the gods reside.
Altar Town sits in the center of Olympus, right beneath the Great Orbital Shrine, the bearer of the Cronus Crown. There is a group of central shrines here that supervise all the branch shrines in the other districts, and the god's Great Orbital Shrine lies directly above them. It's the area of the city that's closest to Zeus. So we're right beneath the enemy territory.
And on top of all that, these coordinates aren't that deep underground. So the remains of Hades' protection are at their weakest here, while Zeus's protection is at its strongest.
So that means... So things work differently in this part of the underground?
That's right. We'd be fine if we were just a little farther down. But I'm guessing at this depth, we're gonna have to walk? I'm afraid so. It won't be too long of a trip, but there's nothing I can do about the depth issue. Then we'll have to be extra careful. Don't forget, there could be autonomous weapons lurking around here too. It'll be a major pain if one of them spots you, so if you see one before it sees you... Yeah? You'll need to run for it immediately, cause destroying it won't stop it from alerting the others. Ah yes, do not bonk 'em, I'm gonna bonk 'em. Autonomous weapons? You mean the Argos? No wait, we already destroyed the Argos. Yeah, right, good point. They must be talking about the mass destruction devices and anti-personnel eradicators. They're all linked right up to Zeus's senses. Zeus may not be able to see into the underground directly, but he can sense what his machines say. Think of them as his eyes. They don't show up at the depth we normally hide the base, but... We're shallow enough now that they do show up. Watch yourselves around here. Is that really an AI? I've never heard of one swapping between personas like that before.
Oh.
I'd say they're more like a trustworthy partner who keeps giving us plans of attacks and secret weapons.
They've already helped us out a bunch so far.
So you noticed too, huh, samurai chick? Hey, isn't there a saying for this sort of thing? Speak of the devil. Misaki, mash.
Magical energy reading 200 meters ahead, and as far as I can tell, there don't seem to be any other paths alongside this tunnel. Our only choices are to meet it head-on or to retreat. Master!
Damn it, this is exactly what I hate about this death. Let's get out of here right now. I mean, up here for now.
I'll look for another route before it notices us.
Ugh, this is such a goddamn pain in the ass. Why can't we just kill this thing and keep moving? Don't you think we would if we could? Damn it, just get back for now and...
Ooh, synthesized voice. Don't worry, everything is fine. I've severed this device's connection to Zeus's neural network. To simplify matters for the Chaldeans, it's no longer online. Well, that's not entirely true. I threw in some hacks, so it still seemed like it was online. The point is, you don't need to worry about leaving it intact. Well, that's the best news I've heard all day. Just when I thought our only choices were to run or hide, now we have a much, much better one. Wherever you are, I'm going to assume Lady Kanon sent you and trust that you're here to help. How about you, Misaki? I believe them. You know, let's take this thing out and keep moving.
Are you serious? You made that call faster than I thought. It's the right one too. Just trust in your intuition and keep going.
Initiating Ortonax combat mode. Hostiles are 100 meters away. Preparing to engage in battle. Yeah, it's fine. It's completely fine. Like Macarios, you gotta take risks every so often. Plus, I wanna bonk it. The sync course that I'll get at the end. Of this section anyways. But still, Macarios, there's no fear.
We are here to bonk a thing.
But yeah, Macarios, we can't too stingy. It's okay, it's all good. No worries. Okay, very nice. Now next turn. I had a feeling there'd be an eyeball here. Makes sense, makes perfect sense. I will use guts just in case. I don't want to go poof. Not just yet. I mean, I wouldn't want to go poof at all. Ooh, there's hope. Bye, large-scale annihilator.
我
Phew.
魔王として現世に
Hey,
君
two
臨せん
turns. Very, very nice. And now we continue on our journey. Okay. Going back to... Yep. That's a good craft essence. I like it. I like feeling powerful. 10% attack. Mmm, delicious. Hostile has been silenced. Wait, I'm picking up another magical energy rating 100 meters away, heading straight for us at high speed. Seems to me like another one of them happened to find us rather than the last one calling for reinforcements. I'm fine taking it on, but how do the rest of you feel? How do I feel? I feel like I could take a couple hundred of these things without breaking a sweat. Let's do this. Okay, Canis. I believe in you, Canis. Now take care of it, please. Like, I don't know how effective my punches are against them, especially after all the other stuff we did.
天魔来たりて六天
Oh, it's not too bad.
我ゆくは神仏行きし
This
無
is
人
fine.
の衝動
ならばこうしましょ
Like, if it was multiple waves, then
ぜひ
I'd feel slight fear, but no,
のみ
it's all good.
う提案
This is fine, I believe. Maybe the first turn, yeah.
気が乗らない
Probably not, but, you know, at least close to it. I should have used guts.
滅亡と創生は
Oh well.
マハプララヤ一人生きる
And having all our Juno cards would have been great too.
三千大戦天皇それだけか
Ouch. Okay, good. It attacked everyone equally, more or less.
で
行きま
ある
なるほど
メッセー
Maybe this turn.
境線狂いじ
Great job, Arjuna. I mean, Canis.
うまくいきました
Canis and Musashi. Very, very nice. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. Oh, I like this extra attack. It makes me feel so powerful. I appreciate it. I mean, then again, just firing off noble phantasms feels wonderful
総
too.
員構えてください
Decisions. You know, I will just use Nobu first thing.
早炊きですカレーより
この我が
We might as well at this point.
いささか気が乗らぬが
圧倒します
ぜひもなし
行きましょ
Why not?
我が行くは神仏主上が無人のカバン波順返上三千大戦天皇
受けるがいいう
終わるがいい
That was pretty good, Nobu. Oh, that's an annoying... I don't like that one. Oof. Well, it's only one turn. Or, wait, no, it's one left. I hate that nullifying buffs. I mean, it's fine.
行きましたなるほど了解しました終わるがいい
Still annoying, but fine.
崩壊する終わるがいい炎の海三日月の
それだけか
Okay. Ooh, there's a Hydra here. That's pretty tough, actually. I mean, no fear, never feel fear. And I'm just gonna use that. Whatever, get rid of it.
この我が視界
Yeah,
ご
that is
と
fine.
飲
I'm
み干し
just
て
gonna
くれ
use
よ
this too.
星
See
は
what
縮小し
happens.
悪は剣によって裁かれる
I'm saving Arjuna's buff for later.
滅亡と創生は
I'm being
これ
stingy with it.
マハプララヤ人よ生き
メッセ
Oh, he still did good. I got rid of the Hydra. That's the scariest one. Ouch.
ならばこうしまし
So now it's time to just build up my gauge again. Wonderful, lovely, much
ょう
wow.
行きましょうクレイザー崩壊
ぶち払え
Yay. Hmm. I was hoping for all art to this one, but
下がっているように
2 out of 3 is not bad. Plus maybe, just maybe, she can fill up her own gauge. Great job, Castoria. I like how at the end of this tunnel there's a flaming arm of dawn. Oh man, I love those. Please give me the good drop.
手が
I would like some lovely embers, please. Yes, and thank you, sir.
黄昏の時を
なるほど
再び
行きましょ
Embers, please.
違法の国時の終わりなれば剣は彼の手に霊言なる勝利を刻めラウンドマーマロ
う終わるがいいクレイザー
And that was decent damage.
熱を帯びなさいマルミアドは
Okay, now Arjuna can just finish it. I believe in you, Arjuna. You're fine.
星の灯火が消え諸人は運命を裁かれるマハプララヤ帰ってきましょ
I mean, look at Mash doing the thing.
我魔王として現世に
Very, very
君臨
nice.
せん
Yay. Oh, a 5-star ember. Delicious, my favorite. Rah! All hostiles down. I don't see any other hostiles in the area. And the healing authority doesn't seem to be working on their remains either.
Of course not. Not with me here. That bastard Zeus might have taken over Demeter's authority, but these things aren't gonna be instantly healing themselves as long as I'm around. I can't say what's gonna happen once we leave, but at least you won't have to worry about him while I'm here. Man, reassuring you punks, shit's pretty messed up if that's what I'm doing. I must be getting soft in my old age. Huh. Rah! It was already destroyed. Did you really need to hit it again? Mind your own damn business. Besides, didn't you once chop a guy's head off after you'd already taken him down?
Oh, that? That was just me tying up loose ends.
Loose ends? You serious?
The battle is over, Master. You did great. You did great too, Mash. By the way, about that giant hand we fought towards the end. What about it, Mash? You recognize it too, huh? Haven't we seen it in the simulator before? Yeah. It's the thing I always fight for. Delicious embers. Yummy. You recognize it too, huh? Yes. It looks just like the ones we've seen in the simulator. From what I've been told, it's been a mock enemy archetype in Chaldea's combat simulator since the simulator first began operating. We've also encountered similar looking hostile entities near the ley lines and some of the singularities. still unclear exactly where the design comes from. Fo. Yep, it sure was a big hand. Oh. Damn, and here I thought that was my chance to pet him. Okay, everyone, great work. Sure, I may not have helped, but it was a good show. So, shall we be going then? Oh, then again, maybe we should just ask the owner of this little hideout for directions. The owner? Yes, that's fine with me. Of course, my secret workshop is just up ahead, so you don't have much farther to go. Just keep going straight ahead. Don't worry, the door's unlocked. Welcome, God Destroyer Alliance in Chaldea, to my great Prometheus Hephaestus workshop. Oh? Hephaestus? You're still alive? But I thought you were destroyed in Atlantis. Hephaestus? Yes, a version of me was destroyed, but that was more of a backup version of me, which resides here. A backup version of the me which resides here. Didn't that version of me tell you that another version existed back before it met its end? That's right, you did. You said there was another separate unit of you here in Olympus. There you go. I am that separate unit. Though strictly speaking, maybe I should say I'm more of a transcendent unit. Anyway, this is very intriguing. It sounds like you've come across my hands, even in proper human history. Your hands? Fo. Aha! The giant hand was yours. Well, being one of the 12 Olympians' own hands explains why it was so huge. I'm sorry, Hephaestus. I've been farming your hands. When there's not events to farm, I've just been farming your hands. Your hands are the ones I love to hold the most, apparently. Huh? Those are your hands, Hephaestus? It was actually foreshadow there? Huh? Oh no, not mine. Sorry if my choice of words confused you. The replicas of my hands from back when I was just Prometheus, before I became Prometheus Hephaestus. It seems the version of me, that is, Prometheus from proper human history, was bestowing wisdom and experience on you. What a fascinating connection! Right. Prometheus, the god of wisdom, is said to give humanity the gift of fire. Then, the enormous hand-shaped enemy we've been known to encounter in the Chaldean combat simulator is... makes sense, Embers. Prometheus' hand of wisdom. Here in this lost belt, it's only the remains of my former self. But in proper human history, I'm sure it's doing everything it can to aid humanity in its time of crisis. I don't know what to say except... Thank you. Thank you, Prometheus. I love you holding your hand. Your many, many hands. Not at all. After all, that was my proper human history self, not me. Now, go on. This may not be quite the reunion that you had in mind, but you are welcome in my workshop, nonetheless. You who continue to defy the gods. Ooh. There's definitely something similar here. It reminds me of the temple remains we saw in Atlantis. Fo. Does this mean this whole workshop is actually your brain? Prometheus Hephaestus? That's right, it is, in one sense. I suppose it's been a long time, Chaldeans. As for you, God Destroyer Alliance, it's nice to meet you. Same here. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, oh God of knowledge. God of the Forge. Don't worry, either is fine. In my current state, I'm both neither and well, both. You know, come to think of it, you sound... different. Say, is it just me or are you sounding less, mechanical? I mean, you sound kind of different. In a good way.
Don't worry about that. If my speech patterns sound different here, it's because Prometheus's brain is the primary operator for this facility. In that sense, I suppose I really did die once. Or at least, the database intelligence that called itself Hephaestus did. In proper human history, Hephaestus was said to be the god of knowledge who bestowed wisdom upon humanity. Presumably, here in this Lost Belt, you managed to survive by fusing with one of the gods who fell in the Olympia Machia? That's right. I fused with Hephaestus, who had been taken prisoner after the Machia ended. It seems I wasn't able to disclose such top-secret information in Atlantis. But I take it you're sharing all your information with the Alliance? That's a wise decision, Chaldeans. Yes, well, I'm afraid we have precious little to share in that regard when it comes to the Lost Belts. Indeed, we're practically starved for information. So it would seem.
I haven't really been following this side of things too closely. But does that mean you're the God Destroyer Alliance collaborator we've been hearing so much about?
I am collaborating with the Alliance, yes.
Then, in that case, I have to thank you for saving our bacon. The 7-link Heroic Spirit Cannon really helped us out a ton. It might not have been enough to let us win with it alone, but we definitely couldn't have won without it. I'm sure we're definitely going to need the Grand Summon article we're about to take off your hands too.
Pardon me, if I might. There's still one more thing I'd like to know.
Oh?
The first time we encountered the gods of Olympus, we were saved in part by a kind of dissonant noise. I noticed it interfered directly with Olympus's independent god-made ley line, and therefore seemed quite effective against the gods. Ah, so you noticed that, did you? And since neither Macarios nor Adele seem to possess such a thing, I can only conclude that it belongs to you. Tell me, would we be able to borrow it from you? Ha ha ha! Don't bother. That ain't ever gonna work on him again. I mean, ahem.
That was a special mystico that built on the heroic Orpheus's musical magecraft. Unfortunately.
Now that we've used it once, we can never use it again. It's just like our smoke screens. It might not be completely useless anymore, but it won't ever work that well again.
I see. I didn't realize you'd been using such valuable things to help us. It's okay, Mash. It had to be done. Adele. Phone. What is it?
That little furball just wants to jump on you. Get away from her, furball. Oh my. What's gotten into you, little one? Develop a weakness at pretty faces in the short time since we last met?
I mean, Foe always was nicer to the ladies. Which is why I wonder, why are you so mean to Musashi? Well. If nothing else, I'm really glad you're still alive, Hephaestus. I'm really glad to see you alive and well, Hephaestus. Second one.
For the time being, I can promise you this unit is still running just fine, Misaki. In the meantime, I'm both proud and impressed that you all made your way here to Olympus. In Atlantis, you defeated Artemis and Poseidon. In Olympus, you've defeated Demeter and Aphrodite. Now that you have triumphed over so many mechanical gods, you are practically at Zeus's throat. What you have accomplished so far is nothing short of amazing. There's just one more thing I'd like to ask you. Did Aphrodite say anything about me?
Well...
In proper human history's mythology, Aphrodite was the goddess of love and beauty, as well as Hephaestus' wife. I gather from your question that you had a similar relationship with her in this Lost Belt? That was a long time ago. At this point, I'm just a mind without an Alethea. Though I don't blame you for killing my wife at all. However, she may have changed after the Olympia Machia. She is still the woman I once loved. She was very loving herself. Once.
She said your name right before she died.
I see. Now then, about the Grand Summit article.
Damn, he sure moves on quick.
Of course he does. Forget cold-blooded. These things don't even have blood. Just because they might look human sometimes doesn't mean they are. And just like people never know what it's like to be a beast, no god will ever know what it's like to be a human. And if one did, they'd be an exception among exceptions. Really, these things are just overgrown piles of junk that happen to know a thing or two thanks to their authority. Doesn't matter if they're a god that sprung up all natural and shit from Earth, or a mechanical god that came from space. They're all nothing more than containers for that huge-ass power we call authority. So yeah, of course this guy's gonna be quick as hell to move on. You think the sea can ever know how a person feels, or a freaking storm? Of course not. And there you have it. Canis, you must be the one who gained Poseidon's protection. Come now, there's no reason we can't be friendly. I'll admit that Poseidon could certainly behave in less than admirable ways, but... Don't you talk to me about him! Just hurry the hell up and give us this summon thing already, you pile of scrap! Once you hand it over, I'll end your miserable life, and we can all be on our merry way. Now hurry up and... Well, some punk's feeling grumpy today. Didn't get a full lunch or something.
Canis, are you hungry? I'm sorry. I don't know how to make croissants.
If you need a quick meal to fix yourself up, you can take mine. Oh, and watch that spear of yours. You could poke somebody's eye out with that thing if you ain't careful. You touched my spear, didn't you? What the hell are you? An assassin? No, that's not right.
Who is that? And how did they sneak up on Canis like that? I don't sense any bloodlust or hostile intent, but something about this guy feels familiar. Is someone there? Someone sneak up behind Canis? Is someone there? Yes, Senpai, but I'm positive there wasn't anyone else here up until a moment ago. Everyone here knows instant transmission, like Pepe.
What is it feeling? Whoever this guy is, he's no ordinary heroic spirit.
What the hell are you?
Me? This here's the god of the Forge's workshop. First you're gonna need a smithy to work it.
Gramps. Hey, Gramps.
Fact is, I was just in the middle of casting something for that old pile of scrap, as you put it. So, who are you? Who are you, a customer? If you are, then you ought to know to mind your manners. I don't do business unless I hear please and thank you.
Please, Gramps. Give me the thing. Thank you.
In the meantime, why don't you put that big stick of yours away? It ain't a bad piece of work. No sense in wasting it on some old geezer like me.
I know you. You're... Senji Muramasa. Man, I want to get Gramps' craft essence. Just because he deserves a vacation after taking care of us in Shimosa. And also taking care of Onui and Tasuke. Man, I want them to be okay. I don't want that to be like a Lost Belt world that got pruned. No, my little Onui and Tasuke, and also my wife Kiyohime. And also Otama.
Oh my, now that's quite a big name. I wouldn't say geezer fits by any means either.
Wait, Pepe. We've seen him before. That's Senji Muramasa, an alter ego. He's a heroic spirit who helped Senpai back in Shimosa, and now... he's one of the foreign god's disciples.
Senji Muramasa,
Oh?
Eesh. Maybe this is my payback for spending my whole life in the forge. Sure, I always had faith in Tsumukari, but that alone don't explain how I ended up as an alter ego. Now I'm a glorified errand boy for something called the foreign god, and if that weren't bad enough, it's made me an enemy of goddamn humanity itself. If it weren't so damn tragic, it'd almost be funny. Well, at least I got to meet a true god of the forge out of this deal. Though my excitement sure tapered off when he turned out to be a half-fossilized gizmo. Hell, he's more like an old man who's just been around about as long as most gods. You know, there's something really sad about an already old man calling you an old man. Does smithing skill just have to come with a foul mouth? Hey now, didn't mean anything by it. How about I give that bald head of yours a good polish to make it up? I am not bald!
Master? He seems to be, I don't want to see Prometheus Hephaestus human form. He's definitely a lot like the other foreign god disciple. I can't believe he works directly for the foreign god. Gramps! Oh, our reunion! This is even more awkward since Musashi's here too. So you're one of the foreign god's alter ego disciples, huh? The Muramasa I knew used to complain about materializing as a saber. So I guess you made up for it by being an alter ego this time? You sure get around for an old guy. So, what are you actually doing here? Is it just a coincidence that we ran into you, or is it maybe more than that? You here lying in wait to take care of Chaldea for getting in the foreign god's way or something?
You know, that's a good question. I want to honor my mentor's requests, but I also can't ignore my duties as a disciple of the foreign god. So, do I settle things now or should I be on my way? What do you think, Chrome Dome? Chrome Dome. So, Muramasa, my very last apprentice, and Chaldea, the ones who carry on my proper human history self's hopes, share a bond even I couldn't predict. As the god of knowledge, I find this fascinating. But it seems that it has the Chaldeans on edge. Not that I can blame them, given they're up against another god. Right, plus, that Zeus fellow said I gotta cut him in two and serve him up as an offering if I came across them.
Alter ego, Senji Muramasa. Aw. Man, I'd want to see their human designs if they actually had official ones. I want to see if they really are bald. No matter what he says about not lying in wait for us, he's still the foreign god's disciple, which makes him our enemy. I should probably think of him as a whole other Senji Muramasa, with a different spirit origin altogether from the one I knew, but...
Hey you, tough-looking swordswoman. You recognize his face or something? Don't tell me you knew this body's original owner. Nah, that probably ain't it. I'm guessing you just met me during a past materialization or something. Well, whatever went on with that, I ain't got a single memory of it.
I miss Gramps.
Still, I gotta thank you all the same. You must have really liked me, seeing how you're keeping your hands off your swords, even under these circumstances. Haha, never would have thought a Neo like you'd go easy on an enemy standing right in front of you.
Huh?
Huh? Isn't he your enemy? The hell did he just say?
I believe he said, thank you. Oh. So, you're not our enemy after all?
Nope. At least not for now. But I ain't your ally either. So don't go getting those lines mixed up. The hell? What's going on here? No fighting, no killing? The hell do you get off saying that kind of shit after you've already picked a fight? Me? I didn't pick no fight. I just warned you to take good care of that weapon of yours. The hell's your deal anyway? A kid who's old at heart, and you're in with Misaki and the samurai chick? Ah, forget it. I don't know, and I don't care. And I'm bored. Wake me up when things get interesting again. I, too, know nothing of this man whatsoever. True, I've never met a heroic spirit by his name before, either. He's definitely not like the other alter egos, though.
Nodding simultaneously. Well, fun.
You think I give a shit if you lot agree with me or not? I'm turning into my spirit form and going to sleep.
Aw, she's embarrassed. Adorable.
Senji Muramasa, alter ego. I'd heard your name back in Atlantis, but I never would have guessed you'd remain neutral. Another fascinating phenomenon. If an open discussion is on the table, Mr. Muramasa, there are a few things I would like to confirm with you. For example, can we assume you won't be sharing your knowledge of our arrival here with the other alter egos? Didn't I tell you? At this moment, I'm just another smithy. I can't be bothered to worry about anything else till I'm done with the job I signed on to. I see. Well, we greatly appreciate that. Hold up. Hey you, the one hiding in the shadows, who might you be? I can tell you aren't even trying to erase your presence, so why don't you come out and say hi already?
Hoot hoot hoot. A mechanical owl. And it's the same model Kadok had with them.
That must also be the device that was used to set off Orpheus' spell. But it would seem its master today is neither Kadok nor Pepperoncino.
Hi. Hi, Europa. Hey, Grandma. It's nice to see you today. You look great. Not gonna fight us, right? Yes, that's right. That sacred owl has been entrusted to me. Good day, Chaldeans and members of the God Destroyer Alliance. I believe this is our second time meeting in person. I am Europa. I am Shrine Maiden and Queen to Zeus, ruler of this interstellar mountainous city of Olympus, and the God Destroyer Alliance's collaborator. Oh, Granny's on our side. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Granny. I was scared Grandma was there to beat me up. And she could beat me up. She's AoE and a rider, which hurts me even more. Spells to be equals in due course. Number 3. More delicious saint quartz. Nom 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 nom. Hoot hoot. Bow bow. Hoot hoot. Bow bow. It's nice to see you getting along so well with Minerva. Minerva foe. Is this the first bird friend you've ever made? Careful not to break her, foe. Just try not to jump on her too much. Don't break her, foe. Aww. So that mechanical owl was a terminal for Athena, huh? And here I thought it was some kind of weapon or something. I mean, it was an owl who made the sound that let us escape from the gods at one time, right? Yes, you could say it's also a weapon. Oh? It's part of the authority Athena left behind. At this point, it's simply a terminal, with no knowledge of its godly nature. But it was still able to interfere with the god-made ley line by synchronizing with Prometheus Hephaestus. Now that you mention it, there's something about that owl that reminds me of Paris's Apollo terminal, the one that helped us in Atlantis. Maybe there's something all the coexistence factions gods terminals have in common. Could be. I mean, they're definitely both very cute. They're all cute animals, apparently. At least both of them are. Yes, I think so too. Now then, Chaldeans, God Destroyer Alliance members, I must apologize for keeping my identity secret all this time. Even though we have put our fates in each other's hands, I regret that I did not even show you my face until now. And if that weren't bad enough, I even put your lives in danger the last time we met.
Please, pay it no mind. Now that we know you were actually something of a spy, we cannot blame you for trying to maintain your cover. If anything, I must applaud you for managing to do so in the face of an omnipotent god.
We wouldn't be alive now if it weren't for that owl. So if anything, I'm grateful to you. Me too. Back when we first came face to face with the gods, I don't think we could have survived if that owl hadn't intervened. Oh yeah, they would have chewed us up like soggy udon, so you definitely saved us. It's alright, Lady Europa. Please hold your head high.
Yeah, the Alliance would have fallen apart some time ago if you hadn't helped us. Don't worry, we know you're not like Zeus, and we don't hold a grudge against you.
Thank you, everyone. It may not be my place to say anything since I didn't experience the tragedy of the Olympia Machia for myself. But even despite that, I could not bear to simply remain on the sidelines any longer.
Hoot hoot hoot!
Thank you, Minerva. I am Europa, a heroic spirit from a proper human history. Though the Lord Zeus of this lost belt may care for me, he is not the Lord Zeus I knew from proper human history. He rejected his duty to entrust the fate of this world to humanity, and decided to rule everything himself. I find this to be a clear sign that he thinks humans weak and incapable of fending for ourselves.
As you surely know, Lady Europa, all of Europe is said to be named after you. In proper human history, Zeus fell in love with you and chose you to serve as queen. You eventually went on to give birth to the founding kings of many other dynasties. I suspect that, as the progenitor to all of Europe, you feel a duty to watch over humanity, and then you still feel strongly connected to them. No doubt, that is why you had no choice but to defy nature itself.
Humanity. Proper human history. Truth be told, I'm not entirely sure myself. The fact is, I love all people. Not only those from proper human history, but from this lost belt as well. Even if there is no Europe to be found in this lost belt, I still love Adele and Makarios, and every other Olympian as though they were my own children. Lady Europa. And that is why I cannot accept Zeus's decision. I cannot let him continue to keep my children close at hand without ever giving them a chance to grow. I can understand the urge to keep children young and innocent, for that is a dream many parents have at times. But to actually do so, to actually keep them stilted and suspended, for a span of 10,000 years, is something I cannot and will not tolerate. Not even if that is what Zeus himself has decided is best. Lady Demeter once expressed this belief as well. In response, Zeus recalibrated her divine core, causing her to go mad.
Do you mean to say that Zeus has made modifications to the other gods then?
Yes, he has. It was Zeus spurning Lady Aphrodite that made her forget how to love, and caused her to lose one of her two sides. It is said there were 4 gods who stood by Zeus during the Olympia Machia, but the reality could be farther from the truth. The truth is, none of the other gods stood with Zeus. So he killed 5 of them, brought the remaining 5 over to his side with sheer force. The remaining 5, hold on please. The gods who survived the 4th Machia. were Artemis, Poseidon, Demeter, Aphrodite.
And me, Hephaestus, though in my case, Zeus chose not to destroy me completely, but kept my brain alive in order to help run Olympus more efficiently. Though of course, for my part, I've been syncing up with Prometheus and cutting off Zeus's supervision network.
And together, he and I became the Alliance's collaborators.
So we're talking about a god who controls people and other gods, huh? Yikes.
I hope you can forgive me for speaking so plainly in front of you, Your Majesty. Of course, frankly, I have felt the same way for a long time. Lord Zeus was so loving in proper human history, but... here in this lost bout, he chose to become something truly frightening. Now no one can reason with him. Not me, nor Lady Hera. Lady Europa.
It is still too soon to weep tears of sorrow, great Mother Europa. Now that we are all here together at last, we shall be the ones to finally slay him. So please, dry your tears, O loving Europa, for our God-Destroyer alliance is now joined by Chaldea. And your tears will be much sweeter when they are tears of victory.
Please don't cry, Europa. Caligula's right. It's still too soon to cry. Thank you, Caligula. Thank you, Misaki. Yes, you're right. You're so right. There will be plenty of time for tears later. I am here now to lend you my aid. Prometheus Hephaestus, I now offer you all the magical energy I have saved up for these many years. Use it to complete the Grand Summon article. And one more thing. Shield Maiden of Chaldea, Mash Kyrielites. Yes? I have a present for you. Oh, but it's not for me. No. This is a parting gift from the goddess Athena. Congratulations, Mash! Especially since it's from Athena. She can fight good. Am I summoning for Luocha tomorrow? Yes! He will come home! I have like 55 summons at least I can do tomorrow, and that should be enough to get me to pity, I think. I forget how many summons I did last time, but you know, it's fine, it's fine. There is hope in the world. Now, if I lose at 50-50, that's gonna hurt me. I need another healer. Like, gosh darn it. I'm gonna be on 50-50.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna head on back now. I'd love to stay for dinner, but I'm afraid I'll have to take a rain check. Too many prying eyes and keen noses in the great orbital shrine, all wondering where little old me might be, after all.
Fo.
Aw, you going to miss me, Fo?
Fun.
Well, you're no fun, but I wouldn't have you any other way. Anywho, Queen Europa, I'll let you know if there's any news from over there, so you just take your time. In fact, it'd probably just raise suspicion if we went back together. Oh, and I'm gonna leave Minerva here, so use her to warp out of here in case of an emergency, okay? Alright then, ta-ta for now. See you later, Mashi.
Bye, Pepe. Bye, Roast Banana. It's a shame that Pepe won't be here to join us. And yo, I have Japard, luckily. He came home, and so I switched back to Destruction since I'm like, I don't need to be a fire shielder. I can bonk with my bonking stick instead and let Japard do the thing. But if you like, I'd be happy to cook dinner for all of you tonight. I'm sure you must be starving. Granny's gonna cook for me. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Granny. I want to try your homemade meals. Home cooking, please. You'll cook for us? Oh? That's so motherly. Come to think of it, we haven't had anything since lunch. That's so motherly of you. Please and thank you. I see. Well, we definitely can't do anything on an empty stomach, so I'm all in favor of having a bite to eat. That said, Lady Europa, having you personally cook for us feels like it'd be kind of wrong somehow. Oh wait, were you just joking? Is this some kind of Greek humor? Huh? Oh no. I promise you it was no jest. I truly mean it. I may not know any cooking spells, but I am fused with Lady Hera now. And while Lady Hera might not quite have been as skilled as a cook as Lady Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, she was still the goddess of the home. So if nothing else, I can certainly make sure that every dish will be brimming with divine protection. I see? Then we'll help you cook. What she said. It'd be our pleasure. It'd be our pleasure. Thank you, Granny. Right. Are you sure it's okay for us to join in too, Queen Europa? Of course. I'm sure there will be enough food to go around. Isn't that right, Prometheus Hephaestus?
Oh, sure. I've had an apprentice staying here for over a year now, so there should be more than enough for everyone. Do you mean Mr. Muramasa? That's right. Even though he's a heroic spirit, he's still in the habit of eating meals regularly. When he's not smithing, he's usually making some dish or other from a place called the Far East. He's been using my workshop's small garden to grow soybeans and rice, and as of late, he's also been making miso and sake.
Oh my, that sounds perfect for Japanese cuisine. I've never had Japanese food before. Would you please tell me how to make it, Muramasa?
Well, sure. I can walk you through it while I'm making my own meal. But didn't you say you were gonna do the cooking tonight? Might as well join you. I can show you how to cook rice and miso soup anytime.
Hey, Grandma and Grandpa are gonna make me dinner. I'm eating good tonight. Great. I'm going to hold you to that.
Sure thing. You're right, different sort when you're not around Zeus. It's really throwing me off.
Oh.
What is it? You that hungry?
Is something wrong, Adele? Oh no, I was just a little lost in thought. I still can't quite believe that Queen Europa herself was our collaborator, or that she's going to cook for us. Up until today, I never would have even imagined such a thing. You know, it's strange. I know this might sound odd, but ever since you all came here, I've been remembering what it was like to enjoy myself. Only remembering? Yes, this is just like it was 10,000 years ago. Back when we never knew what might happen, and each day wasn't yet a foregone conclusion.
Back when today was different from yesterday, and you knew tomorrow would be different for today. You're right, sister. I never thought the day would come when we'd actually get to slay the gods. And I never thought I'd see you standing in the kitchen happily cooking away again either. And it's all thanks to you guys.
Thank you, Mash. Thank you, Misaki. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we rescued you. I'm really glad you did too. I don't know what we would have done without you two. Are you all done talking? Then I'd like everyone who's willing to help to come with me, please. Right. Coming. Lucarios?
Yeah, okay. I'll help too.
Wonderful. I'm thrilled to see you're all such helpful children. Now let's go make something scrumptious. I'll try not to burn the food.
Now then. While the others are busy preparing dinner, I would like to check my notes on this lost bout against your database. Assuming that's alright with you, of course, Prometheus Hephaestus. Me? Well, since I've tasked my apprentice with supervising construction of the article, I guess I've got time to spare. Though my mental resources are sufficient for multitasking, I can answer your questions without slowing production. The Grand Summit article should be ready by tomorrow morning, no problem. So, Sage of Proper Human History, what did you want to ask me? I see. Yes, your theory about the continent of Atlantis is correct, as is your understanding of each Machia. Then, as I suspected, you and the other gods were originally supposed to lose your true mechanical bodies during the second Machia. Exactly. About 10,000 years ago, when we fought the White Ruin that descended from the sky. It was apparently supposed to wipe out the entire prehistoric civilization, gods and humans alike, at least in proper human history.
Or inside of, like, Fate Stella, I guess.
But we defeated it, and in doing so, we managed to keep our Aletheia. Or our mechanical god bodies, as you call them. Just a moment. Did you say prehistoric civilization? I sure did. Then that must be the lost civilization of Atlantis that disappeared during the second Leucus Machia. It is indeed.
Oh wow, this is a huge discovery. Then your hypothesis was right, Holmes. So the mystical continent of Atlantis really did exist.
I see. So it was destroyed in the second Machia, not sunk by the wrath of the gods as Plato would have it. My data on the Great Floods all come from proper human history, not this lost belt. I heard there were 2 floods in total, but I didn't know any of the details. You'll have to ask our proper human history counterparts about those. Assuming you ever get a chance to meet them in your future travels, of course. Understood. Well, the chances of summoning a demiurge level divine spirit are slim. I will hope for the best. You know, all this talk about the second Machia really takes me back. That was one of the fiercest battles I've ever fought. The White Ruin that came from space was ruthless in its quest to destroy everything. The invader was called Sephar, or perhaps Sephir. From space. Was it anything like the foreign god, perhaps? Not at all. The foreign god's true emptinesses are still comprised of a structure we can understand. But the White Ruin structure was far beyond the comprehension of any intelligence on this planet. But it has nothing to do with Chaldea's endeavors, so there's no reason for you to trouble yourself about it.
Yeah, it's not Chaldea's endeavors, it's a different endeavor, like my moon cell self. Me, myself, and I.
It came here for the sole purpose of destroying us and this world's prehistoric civilization. There was no life form on Earth that could stand up to it. We gods only managed to survive. Because Zeus succeeded at becoming an omnipotent composite god right at the last moment.
Composite god? Oh.
Yes, a combination of other gods. Did you not already know that? We mechanical gods all possess the ability to combine with one another, or we did anyway. In fact, we originally all used to be a single being named Chaos. Incidentally, our survival and combat capabilities tend to improve the closer we get to our primordial chaos roots. As evidence, the previous generation of Titan-class warships were even sturdier than we are. But Zeus is in a class of his own. He is the omnipotent supreme being, the demiurge who wields the thunderbolts. He defeated the Titans, stole the holy vessel Cronus' crown, the mark of their flagship that ties our entire pantheon together, and even managed to obliterate the White Ruin. Yes, the only reason we 12 Olympians were able to defeat the White Ruin is because Zeus served as the core piece to our fusion. Our own fusion. So what you are saying is,
This is really, really damn strong.
Indeed. If nothing else, I can tell you that in this lost belt, he has wielded power capable of obliterating an enemy from beyond this very planet. Even if he should happen to lose all the other composite gods, he is still the greatest, most powerful god of all.
Zeus is just built different. Delicious sink quartz. Nom 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 nom. Let's start off section 17. I want to see our dinner. That was so good. I've eaten in all sorts of ages and places, and your cooking, Lady Europa, was some of the best I've ever had. Man, when I first got to Olympus, I never thought I'd get to have such great breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Well, I never did end up having lunch today, but this dinner more than made up for it. Oh man, that is so yummy. I want the food. Sashi, I'm jealous. Ooh. The Extraverse games take place in the 2030s? Oh, fun. It really was a great meal. There were so many textures and flavors I'd never tasted before. It really was a great meal. Yes, it was. I learned so much about both good nutrition and varied flavors from it. You know, I'd like to try cooking myself once we get back to Chaldea Base. I think I may just be able to put these experiences to good use in some way. Oh no, I didn't do anything special. I was simply cooking what I'd seen others do before. Adele and Macarios did all the truly hard work. You're far too generous, Lady Europa.
All we did was follow your instructions. You're way better cook than any mere culinary student. Most of them only care about working on their so-called cutting-edge research.
As long as you know the basics of Olympian ingredients and culinary techniques, anyone can cook like that if they put a little love into it. Still, I do appreciate the compliment. Thank you all so much for helping me. If we continue working together like this, Operation God Destroyer should succeed in no time. Hurrah! Rah! Rah! Boom!
Nero! Oh man, I haven't heard that in a while. Caligula! I thought it only right that I shout on someone's behalf as well. Though absent for dinner, I am sure Canis is nearby, watching in spirit form.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I guess Canis is probably still kinda ticked. She's hungry though, she should eat dinner. Though I probably shouldn't let Canis hear me say that, or someone would materialize just in time to bring a giant spear down on my head. Speaking of missing people, is Holmes still at it?
Then how much magical energy will the Grand Summon consume? Normally, a summon makes use of the mana in the atmosphere and the summoner's own odd.
Man, so there's lots of mana in this atmosphere, clearly, but my own odd. Aw, man. Does it mean whenever I do bad at summoning, it's because it's not, like, you know, working out too good? Because clearly the mana is here. It's my own odd. I see how it is. I see how it be.
However, if we are to summon a being capable of bringing down a god, I'm not sure even this Lost Belt's extensive reserves of atmospheric mana, which admittedly far surpasses anything to hand in proper human history, will suffice.
And ooh, congratulations!
So if we're to complete this grand summon, as the heroic spirits call it, I presume we'll need to augment our magical energy supply somehow. Of course you will. Strictly speaking, the summoning ritual doesn't use a summoner, given its vast magical energy requirements. I've designed it to make use of the infinity crystal above Olympus. Have you now? More accurately, I've designed it to access the infinity crystal through the Olympians' own god-made ley line, thereby providing us with an inexhaustible supply of magical energy. We will use the enemy's own power against them. The god-made ley line. That's the ley line that's kept completely under the god's close supervision. Our spells aren't able to do so much as touch it, but that won't be the case for you. Then, does it mean that the god-made ley line was? Of course, I'm the one who made it, even if I only did so reluctantly under Zeus's orders. I suspected as much. So yes, I know all there is to know about the god-made ley line, right down to its unusual vulnerability. Vulnerability, you say? The ley line may be an invisible magical energy network that serves as a transcendent source of magical energy, but since it was never completed, it's also full of holes. Its greatest vulnerability is the fact that it exists in spaces all throughout Olympus. By placing special spells and formations at these spaces, we're able to draw a truly massive summoning circle that covers all of Olympus, even as the gods remain none the wiser. That is the summoning circle that lays at the heart of the operation, and they are the very spells that you and the heroic spirits of the Alliance have already put in place.
Sounds like they're having a pretty, involved conversation. I'm going to go get some night air. A little walk to help my digestion ought to be just the thing. It's dangerous outside. If you're going outside, I'll come with you. It's dangerous. I'll protect you, Musashi. I will too, Senpai. At this depth, the underground passages are bound to be dangerous. There's no telling how many autonomous weapons might be stationed nearby. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Old man Prometheus/Hephaestus cut off their connection to the surveillance network, right? Then, like I said, this ought to be just the thing to help my digestion. But I'll be fine, I promise. If I really think I'm in trouble, I'll hightail it out of there immediately. I might have reached the void, but I'm still an unscrupulous sword fighter at heart. I'm not gonna challenge an opponent I know I can't beat. Anyway, it's walk time. Be back soon. Have fun, Musashi. Assuming I don't follow her. You know you guys didn't have to come with me, right? Or are you just here on a hunch or something? Well, Adele, Makarios.
Misaki and Mash were right. It's dangerous to walk along these underground passages alone.
Besides, I couldn't help but notice that Muramasa wasn't at dinner. At first, I thought he might be at the back of the workshop, but he wasn't there either. And I'll see you later. Sounds like we're thinking along the same lines.
You hear that, Lord Muramasa? I know you can. I'm sure you've got things to talk about that you don't want the Chaldeans overhearing, so I came to pay you a visit myself. Figured you'd show up here, but I didn't expect those twins to come along too. Just to be clear, I don't got anything to talk about.
Oh? That's too bad because I sure do. And it's got something to do with how insanely dangerous you are. I know you said you were staying neutral earlier, but the moment you hand the article over to Misaki, you're planning to cut her in two on the spot, aren't you?
Well, yeah. When you finish one job, you move on to the next, right? That fake priest, Rasputin, gave me 2 jobs to do as part of my foreign god disciple duties. The first was to protect Prometheus Hephaestus in Olympus. Apparently, as the god of knowledge and the forge, his skills are essential to keeping Olympus running smoothly. And since old Zeus signed off on the job, I got no reason to refuse it. The second job was to destroy Hephaestus and Atlantis.
Those would seem to be at, cross purposes.
That one was all Zeus. Said he forbade Chaldea and Hephaestus from coming into contact. And taking Hephaestus out was the quickest and easiest way to ensure they didn't. But killing a god's still a big deal, even at Atlantis, and not even Lord Odysseus there could go through with it. So that's where we came in. Rasputin demolished the proper human history heroic spirits, while I cut the Forge God's main unit clean in two.
That's terrible. So here you kept Hephaestus safe.
And elsewhere you killed him, huh? What the hell's the sense in that? I told ya, I cut him in two. Didn't say nothing about killing. Though I did say that Hephaestus had been destroyed in my report.
Huh? So, what exactly does that mean?
Alright, here's the deal. Prometheus Hephaestus is incredibly skilled, but he's also the stubbornest old mule I've ever met. Said he wanted to make a summoner thingamabob and was gonna blow himself up unless I helped him. I couldn't let him since it was my job to protect him at all, so I agreed to do the apprenticeship until the gizmo was done. After that, he said his own manipulators were too old and decrepit for delicate work or some such, and wasted no time putting me to work. And one of those odd jobs involved going to Atlantis to fetch his backup data. Said he needed an additional brain to finish making the article. Bunch of bull, eh?
Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. First, you follow the order by cutting him in half, then you go get his backup to effectively bring him back to life. That sounds like something out of a comedy routine. You're a real scrap, Grandpa. Anyway, I take it that means you liked Hephaestus so much that you were willing to stick your neck out for him.
Ugh. We might not agree on most things, but that Greek god of the forges works so good. It damn near brings a tear to my eye.
Old men gotta stick together. Is that so?
Anyway, there was one other thing Zeus ordered me to do that didn't have anything to do with Hephaestus. Get rid of you lot. So once I finish this job, that's the next one I gotta take care of. Ain't no sense in doing things out of order. Gotta do my jobs one at a time to make sure they're done right. It ain't like I'm ignoring the foreign god's orders or betraying Zeus. So, does that mean you're ignoring Zeus's commands until the article is finished? Of course, ain't like Zeus is paying me for this job. I'm just playing along with him. Cause they say he's that big Buddha in charge here.
Oh my. Yikes. Never thought I'd feel sorry for Zeus, but I guess there's a first time for everything.
That being said, it does feel like it's time for me to move on. I might be able to handle Chaldea on my own, but deep down, I'm just a swordsmith. No way I could take on Chaldea, Musashi, Caligula, and Canis all at the same time, so I'll try my luck elsewhere. Besides, now that you lot showed up, the great Prometheus Hephaestus workshop's all but done for. I take the summon what's-it somewhere deep as soon as you get your hands on it, before others come a-callin'.
Huh? So you're going to leave us alone? I mean, that's great and all, but what about finishing the summon thing?
You don't gotta worry about that. It might not be done tonight, but I've set it up so it'll be done by morning. Well, see you around. Don't forget to give my regards to the Chaldea kid.
Yeah, will do. Take care. Wait, you mean you're leaving right this second?
A. Rasputin supervising the cryptors and Limbos is to keep an eye on the lost boat kings. But my job doesn't really begin until this foreign god guy actually shows up. Apparently, I'm supposed to be their butler or something.
I like his job. Wow, out of all the jobs he got, his official job is to be the butler.
Anyway, if I'm going to do that job right, I can't go letting myself get defeated now. In the meantime, might as well work on getting the big god some clothes. Cause if what they say is true, they're gonna arrive here buck naked. Don't worry. She's just here as an arbiter. She can't do anything to you, and she wouldn't even if she could. Oh, and one last thing. You two are the last Alliance survivors, right?
Yes, that's right.
This might not be my place, but don't go around throwing your lives away, just like them Satsuma Hayato folk did. Ain't no point in winning a war if it ends up costing you your soul. Of course, that's just one man's opinion. I might be old, but I know I'm a hell of a lot younger than you two, so I won't insist you listen to me. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but I do appreciate your concern for us. So thanks for that, Foreign Smithy. And thanks for showing our great god of the forge, the last decent god in this whole kingdom, the kind of respect that even we couldn't give him. Hey now, it's nothing like that. Like I said, he's just turned out to be even more of a stubborn old man than me.
Old men gotta stick together. I'd like to thank you too, Muramasa. And I promise I'll remember your warning right to our final moments.
That's so. Guess you already made your choice then. I won't forget you two kids. Make sure you both live good lives, you hear?
Look at Gramps being a grandpa again. First Onui and Tosuke, and now Macarios and Adele. That's cute. That is very, very cute. I feel like bonking something. So let's go bonking. Boop.
Seventeenth process finished. Grand summon article. Either summoning guidance spell. Inscription complete.
Taking this screenshot as a potential thumbnail real quick.
Eighteenth process finished. Grand summon article. Either spirit origin. Solidification spell. Inscription complete. 19th and 20th processes finished. Grand summon article, Aether perpetual magical energy source, synchronization complete. All processes finished. Initiating grand summon article, Aether materialization. Grand summon article, Aether materialization, output complete. Alright everyone, I'm sorry it took so long to complete, and I don't know where my apprentice got off to, but the project itself came out beautifully. This is the Grand Summon article, the device that's going to materialize a being capable of destroying gods. And now it's yours, humans. Go on, take it.
I promise I'll take good care of it. Grand Summon Article Aether. I will take good care of it. I'm the one who named it Aether. It may not be what the Alliance heroic spirits intended for it to be named, but
there's no need to worry about us, Your Majesty. Fine by me. Sounds plenty tough and shit.
Yes, it is the wonderful name. When you finally go up against the god of the heavens, Aether will summon a being capable of destroying him.
Part of me does wonder why you didn't go with a more common name. But as our collaborator, we're happy to go along with whatever you decide. Alright, Adele, Macarios, and Boss of Chaldea. We're counting on you to take it from here and finish the job.
We will, I promise.
Awesome.
So I just need to turn it on in the Great Orbital Shrine then? That's right. In order to accomplish the final god slaying, you'll need to activate it when we're facing Zeus. Since we don't know how long their materialization will last, that's our only viable option.
Queen Europa, Prometheus Hephaestus, thank you both so much for helping us. That goes for you two Chaldeans and Caligula. And don't think I'm forgetting you two either, Musashi and Canis. Thanks to all of you, The God Destroyer Alliance is finally ready to begin the last stage of our operation.
Well. So it's time to fight Zeus, right?
Be warned, the enemy is truly formidable, no matter how many times I run the numbers. I don't know how well the summoned being will fare against him. And as for the Grand Summon's final catalyst, that will not be a problem. Consider that matter solved.
You mean you already have a catalyst ready to go?
Haha, worry not, Shield Maiden. I would not let us come this far while we still lack a catalyst. Rest assured, I will take care of it, and when the time comes to face the so-called omnipotent king of the gods, I will show you something miraculous. Even with my capacity for calculation, I can't say what will happen once Aether has been activated, or how the summoned being will fare against the omnipotent god. At this point, we are well into the realm of the unknown. Nonetheless, I can say this. Your chances for victory are non-zero. So as long as you keep that in mind... Oh. I'm sorry, I should have asked sooner. Does the concept of zero exist in proper human history? Yes, most assuredly. We've known about it since at least the 3rd century. I dare say we also have a fairly deep understanding of the concept. In fact, Miss Miyamoto over there is something of an expert on it. Oh ho, fascinating. A mathematician or philosopher would be one thing, but I never would have thought a sword fighter could reach such an understanding. A scholar would no doubt use their understanding to pass the concept on to other people as knowledge, but for a sword fighter to understand zero... I see. Then you must have attained it as a skill rather than as knowledge. Zero. The line that lies between positive and negative. A number smaller than any decimal, and greater than any negative number. It is the void, the lack of existence. I see. The fact that you reached such an understanding with the sword just goes to show you humans truly are an unsolvable mystery.
Oh, it was nothing. I just happened to get lucky, that's all. My old man used to go on and on about how he was the strongest in the world and how nobody could surpass him. So I figured, since the only number that could surpass 1 was none, that was what I had to strive for. Still, it's pretty amazing that I actually pulled it off, if I do say so myself. Not every sword fighter could empty their mind as fast as I did. Someone's confident today. I mean, now that's the Musashi I know and depend on. Except mine's wearing a swimsuit. Hey, I could never leap into the enemy territory without looking if I didn't think I could handle myself. Either here might be a trump card for the final showdown, but it's still my job to make sure we get that far. And knowing you've got someone else on hand to do the heavy lifting means I can really cut loose in multiple senses. Oh. You're very modest, aren't you, Musashi? I think I'm starting to understand what makes you so strong. You always walk a fine line between trying too hard and not trying enough. You're open and honest to everyone without ever looking down on anyone. I used to think of Bushi and Samurai as a kind of warrior class particular to Japan. But when I look at you, Musashi, I'm not quite sure how to say this. You think I'm a real badass. Aw, thanks. I'm something of a freewheeling, happy-go-lucky warrior, so I think, deep down, I'm really a lot like you guys. Right.
Heh, very nice. You're all the very picture of warriors brimming with hope. Even as you're about to face Zeus himself, your smiles are unwavering. You truly make me think that if anyone can make this happen, you can. You know, Queen Europa, at first, I thought this gamble would be all risk and no reward. But I see that, even if my calculations say their odds of victory are 0, these people may just be able to pull it off.
Oh, their chance of winning is certainly not 0. Of that, I have no doubt. Hey, Forge God? Sorry to interrupt, but I've got a question. You said this workshop is cut off from the outside, and that the only way in is through the door in the underground passage that's been partitioned off, right?
That's right.
Musashi? Is something bothering you? Then can you tell what's going on outside the door?
Hold on. I'll run a periphery scan now.
That doesn't sound good. The outside partition was just blown to pieces. Master!
Damn, I was too slow. Mash, Misaki, make sure we've got a way out of here.
Right. Over here, foe. You'll be safer inside my storage space than you will on my shoulder.
This magical energy feels as though it were burning. It has this lost belt's unique scent, and the god's unmistakable, intimidating presence. But that is not all. I also sense something unutterably foul here now. Foul here now. Be careful, all of you. There is darkness here among us. My. How lovely to see you all here. I suppose it's been some time since we last met. Fine members of Chaldea, and you, Queen Europa. Oh yes, and I can't forget about you, members of the God Destroyer Alliance. I must say, you've put up quite a valiant struggle against the gods. I suppose I should introduce myself, yes? I am but a humble monk, a heroic spirit named Caster of Limbo.
There you are, scumbag! I remember you, and how your good looks are completely wasted on that head that keeps regrowing no matter how many times I cut it off. What are you up to here in Olympus?
Ah, screw it. I don't even care. Your ominous aura tells me everything I need to know. Oh ho! My, if it isn't my beloved Shinmen Musashi. Yes, I remember you too, and how very many times you've thwarted my designs in the past. What a shame that your vaunted heavenly eye is apparently so blind that it failed to even notice the spell thread I bound to the queen's garments.
You tracked me with my own garments? How dare you, you barbaric god!
Yes, that's right! Your mewling sympathy for your home and proper human history was easily exploitable. How utterly disgraceful. Whatever you may have been plotting, and plotting you were, by the looks of it, it all ends now. I'm afraid it's a touch early for the curtains. In fact, I think we have just begun a whole new act. But there I must disagree. I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time now. I'm quite aware of everything happening here. In fact, I only refrained from acting sooner because I was waiting for this grand summon article of yours to be completed. I can only imagine what lovely sounds you'll make when you witness it shattering before your very eyes.
You are just the absolute worst. Limbo, you bastard! You know, you are just the absolute worst. You took so many sane quartz from me, bro. I had to buy you sane quartz for you to come home afterwards. Like, gosh darn it, Limbo.
How very kind of you to say so. My great workshop is like my home. It should have no trouble detecting a spell from a single heroic spirit. What are you really? You're not a proper heroic spirit at all. Detect? You thought you could detect my spell? Why, of course you couldn't. Not when all of my spells have been blessed by our god. I should clarify. When I speak of God in this case, I am not referring to the gods of Olympus, but rather... You talk too much, barbarian.
Yes, he does. Shall we kill them now, big brother?
Yes. I do hope you forgive me. Very well then. I will leave the massacre to you two. After all, it would be quite absurd for a disciple of the foreign god to clean up a mess brought about by negligence on your family's behalf. That's right. It would be. Now be quiet. So we finally found you humans.
We found them, big brother.
The deal's scurry. You always snatch our hope away from us. Every single time.
Well, this time you won't. We won't let you take anything from us ever again. Both of you, be careful. The deal scurry our divine spirit servant. Yeah, the Dioscuri are a divine spirit servant. Please, get back before they hurt you.
You've kept me waiting a long time. Now this is where it ends. Don't think I've forgotten how you humiliated us with your filthy worthless spell, lowly humans. Though our light will never be sullied by the pitiful death struggles of weaklings like yourselves. You should be thrilled that you managed to injure my pride.
You're all in for it now. No human has incurred Big Brother's wrath and survived.
Now prepare.
For divine justice.
Death to all of you! Goddamn bastard twins! The hell are you so worked up over? A bunch of humans for, huh? This is just like what happened last time too. You sure you little shits aren't forgetting anyone? Huh. You thought I'm the one who didn't belong among the gods. You got balls saying that to my face after Kristria ground your asses into the dirt like it was nothing. Did you forget how you had to go crying to Big Daddy Zeus, pleading for your lives? You got the great Canis to deal with, and you dumb shits stay focused on these weaklings. Well, I've had it. Die, shitheads!
The sea god spear. I knew it was too good for the likes of you.
I said, shut the hell up and die.
Are you alright, Big Brother?
I'm fine. Mere magical energy mere magical energy light from an ordinary heroic spirit can never hope to match ours. The Dioscuri, gods of light, they may indeed move at near light speed, but it seems they aren't capable of nullifying all forms of light directed at them. Does it mean they have openings we can take advantage of? As they say nowadays, the jury is still out. Stay out of my way, Trenchcoat. Your magical energy light show isn't gonna do shit anyway.
Hey now, don't go throwing out the Baritsu beam with the detective anyway. As far as we're concerned, God of Light, you're just one more milestone on the road to slaying all the gods. I'm not exhausted like last time, and to top it off, I'm feeling better than ever thanks to the Queen's amazing food. Activating Ortonax's emergency combat mode. Adjusting operational output to 70%. I'm ready, Master. You know, don't forget to keep Europa safe. But then first order of business, get past the Dioscuri. Understood.
Let's freaking go!
Yeah, I want to bonk them. Bonking them is satisfying. These little brats. Come on, let me bonk you. I did a full data download like a few days ago. Not as bad. Ooh, I got invincible. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I gain NP at the end of each turn. Yo, that food was good. That food was truly delicious. Oh man. I wish Europa could cook for me all the time. In that case, delicious. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Make me extra buff. These buffs are like having Pepe again. Ooh, I might be able to break that first shield. Oh, very, very nice. They're smart for going after her. Now I can use guts. Yeah. I'm just gonna use the Power Buster. I was tempted to use all Nobu, but nah. That's 60% on Arjuna's Buster. Delicious.
終わるがいい。空にて輝くもの。
Well, thank you, Adele. Oh, having her as my ally is so good. I greatly appreciate it, ma'am. This might not help too much, but you know, it's fine. Anything is better than nothing.
行きましょう。
They could probably ignore my invincible like last time, but you know, it's fine. Ah, so close. I am thankful for guts. Super thankful for guts. And you know, let's just use the power of Arjuna.
粛清。
Yeah, I gotta use this noble phantasm. Arjuna, do the thing.
星の灯火は消え、諸人は運命を裁かれる。マハプラーヤ。帰る。帰る。
Great job, Arjuna. Oh, satisfaction. Insolent worms. And actually, let's see. I can use a twin's face as thumbnail instead because it's fun bonking them. And I'm just taking screenshots of both of their faces all lit up. So I can just fix it afterwards. Don't bother fighting back, humans. You'll never escape death at my brother's hands. The deal scurry is still alive and well. Our current fighting forces just can't beat them. God, my eyes. It's like looking into the sun. I don't know if they're actually moving at light speed or not, but I do know both of their swords and discus are really freaking fast. Mash is doing a great job defending against them. Canis' spear play is just as sharp as it's ever been. And despite his injuries, Emperor Caligula's fists haven't slowed down. Berserker's got a berserk, I guess. Ah yes, Berserker's got a berserk. Still, the way things are going, it's only a matter of time until one of us gives up the ghost. I might just have to sacrifice one of my swords after all. Ooh. That trick again? Oh yes, of course it won't work. Not against mighty gods of Olympus. But just to be safe, allow me to use my sorcery to negate it. As one does. What? Did you just drown out the waves jamming the god-made ley line? Why yes, I did! And while I'm at it, I think I'll rid us of this divine bird's intrusions once and for all. No, not the bird. Who? Minerva. As you can see, I have some facility with destruction of machines. Allow me to demonstrate by ending the combined gods of knowledge and the forge here now. No! Not my buddy, Hephaestus. What? My brain is being eroded. What did you do to me? Why, exactly what you think I've done. Machines, no matter their time or place of origin, have always been vulnerable to bugs, and you are no exception. Limbo, you just give him a virus? Not cool. Bugs. I see.
They transform your pulsating magical energy into itself and into spells. Arrgh. So even though my true self is formless data, you're still able to eat away at me.
Prometheus Hephaestus. All your bugs off in Limbo. Unless he means actual bugs, and oh no. Oh no, what kind of bugs are they? My dude? They're not worms, are they? Oh. Activating Mystic Code.
What a shame. But then, that's hardly a surprise. That may be enough to let you break through simplistic karma without resorting to a command spell. But against Shikigami insects filled to the brim with curses and blight, one of your mystic codes may as well be a gentle breeze.
What do you think you're doing? God from a foreign land? Stop it before you kill him! Surely you must know that Zeus considers him to be essential for Olympus's welfare. So why are you doing this? Europa, come back. You'll need to stay behind us where it's safe.
Aha! To goad you into a vulnerable position, oh cruel and beautiful queen, obviously. Now then, if you'll kindly excuse us.
Europa!
Oh, don't worry. I won't kill her here. My job is to strictly bring the traitor's queen back to face justice. I'll leave the rest of these villains to you, Dioscuri, guiding gods of light that you are.
Shield Maiden, Match Curie Lights, remember your last gift. May Athena's protection be with you. Europa! Limbo's magical energy signal has vanished. I'm not seeing Europa's signal anywhere in our vicinity either.
He got away? How that piece of shit jester pulled it off? He appeared to be using some manner of instantaneous travel. Although such a thing shouldn't exist, shouldn't even be possible with existing magecraft. Perhaps it's some ability unique to the foreign god's disciples, or a kind of spell still unknown to us.
Instant transmission is just OP.
Or alternatively, it could be a form of an Eastern technique. Jinsokutsu. Worry not, you'll never need to know. For what use would such knowledge be to a corpse's?
Right you are, big brother. Come, let's kill them all here and now. No, I'm bonking you next time. I am going to bonk you, twerps. But that'll be for next time. Oh, that's actually a pretty good cliffhanger. Oh, Europa. I do like you now. I mean, I did like you, of course, but now I like you even more now. You cook good. Oh gosh darn it, Domon. Domon's gotta get bonked too. Ah. Oh well, I will drown my rage with chocolate milk. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gotcha luck. I am going to make some rage chocolate milk now to help my frustration. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Gosh darn it, Domon. Also, poor Hephaestus. My buddy.